What you are about to hear is part of the Podgods Network. If you have a problem with anything you hear, please write it in an email and go fuck yourself. Enjoy the show!
All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up.
But more of the R-rated film that most other people do. There's some salty language in it and shit like that.
We work very well together, okay?
Gruesome doosome!
Gruesome doosome!
Pardon my French, but you're an asshole.
These guys are 11.
I'm here for the gangbang.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
Inconceivable!
And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Oh, no, not the beast! Not the beast! Ah! I feel like I'm taking crazy pills! What? Say what again? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more goddamn time.
They've done studies, 60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Set no substitutes.
Hey everybody, this is Salty Language episode 160.
Oh wait, I don't got nothing.
Yeah, all right.
There's no number for that.
Right. I'm Brian, and sitting across the table from me,
Strange.
since I am currently at the Camp David location of Shameless Bloke Studios, is, the other guy. So,
Hey, how's it going, people?
it's rude of them to not respond.
It really is.
Yeah.
Fucking assholes.
So yeah, it's a little different this time.
Yeah, it's
What, only the second time or third time we've done the show where I'm not looking at a computer
that's
running
true.
things.
That's true. It's
Yeah.
weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I think this is the first time we've done a in-person show at my place.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Due to, party shenanigans later tonight. Just makes sense.
For legal reasons, we shouldn't discuss that.
Well, like games and stuff.
Oh, right.
Beers like this MK I'm enjoying.
From Shorts Brew.
Yes, indeed.
Shout out.
Shout out Shorts Brewery. Sponsor us.
Right?
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Well, right. I wonder if we get good googly moogly. That's the sound of dinner being cooked.
Oh, my.
So how's it going, Brian?
Yeah, it's going. Trying to think. Yeah, it's going.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I'm the same.
Yeah.
I'm so glad the weekend's here. This week was an asshole week.
Aren't they all, though?
Some are less assholier than others.
Assholey.
This was like awful, Rikishi assholey week.
Oh, man. Big, golf ball dimpled ass.
Yeah, exactly.
Rubbing itself back and forth.
Stuff
in your face betwixt its buttocks.
Betwixt.
Yeah.
Yes. That's exactly what happened. My face became a thong.
Oof.
Not good.
No bueno.
No bueno.
As the kids say.
Yes.
I don't know what kids, but...
The week rubbed its duck butter all over me.
There's a nice callback.
Shudder, shudder, shudder. Good googly moogly.
Yeah, thong's not going to protect you from that.
No. Nothing will.
No.
So, yeah. Did you finally get your tooth fixed?
I
kept
did.
Seeing things post online.
I did, yeah.
You gonna bust that shit out, get some beef jerky or something, test it out?
Yeah, no, I've already gave it a go to make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's the new composite fillings or whatever that are those that bond instantly.
Next level shit.
Sure. Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. He's like, hey, you still have a 10-20% chance you'll have to have a root canal at some point. And I'm like, sweet, that's not what I wanted to hear.
Just filled with materia or whatever from Final Fantasy.
Yes.
Some sweet powers.
I like it. Yeah. I just figured, if anything else, I'm just going to have a gold crown or something, or a gold cap put on it.
If you're going to go, with things in your mouth, might as well bling it out.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Grills.
It's like, listen, if I'm going to dump all this money into my teeth, I might as well make them look shiny and cool,
Get
right?
little spinners or something.
Sure.
Whatever the kids are doing. Maybe some LEDs.
LEDs in your teeth.
That'd be awesome.
Well, yeah, especially when I go to all my EDM parties,
Exactly. I'll be like, oh, it's glowing tooth guy.
Yeah. Like, oh, sweet. Like, dude, I'm rolling, and that tooth is so cool.
That could be like your, EDM name when you're there. Is like,
rolling tooth or glowing tooth guy or
like
whatever.
Dr. Glowtooth or something.
Yeah, I like it. I'm gonna just dress like Dr. Teeth and
Even better.
just with one LED tooth.
The one LED.
Yeah, that's my. That'll be my DJ
Wait.
name.
That's perfect because now you're Dr. Glowtooth.
Right.
And the Electric Mayhem.
Right.
And that's
what I'm saying.
Oh, Jesus. Jesus Christ, Brian.
It's like it writes itself.
Jesus Christ.
That's right.
We're making millions. We're going to Vegas.
Yeah, I'm appearing at all the clubs.
All the clubs.
All the clubs. Do you know how I'm doing that?
Just kicking the door in?
Oh, TV screens, I was going to say. I'm going to be at one place, just going to broadcast it everywhere.
It's like guerrilla marketing.
Yeah, but they still have to pay me my appearance fees and such.
Well, yeah.
Of course, I'll franchise it out to where other people dress like
This
me
is where
dressing
holographic records or holographic technology comes into play.
Right, because I can be like, listen, my hologram was there. You owe me my appearance fee.
I was kind of there.
Yeah.
Like, you could just perform in your house, but you're actually performing in 50 venues.
Right. I mean,
hologram.
it's a little awkward when you go use the can, but,
The girls love it.
Yeah. Just in the middle, you're like, just like your hand on the wall. And
like, what is that hologram doing? You're supposed to be mixing shit and dancing or whatever. I like Dr. Glowtooth and the Electric Mayhem.
Right?
It's pretty sick.
Next level Muppets.
It's like, I threw it on Twitter because I saw chicken fries are back.
Mm-hmm.
They hit me up with chicken and waffle fries.
Yeah.
And Mr. Roberto, I don't remember. I can't remember his Twitter handle from Inner City Geeks.
Yes.
Yeah. He's like, that seems possible.
I know,
it's like
right?
waffle batter and just deep fried
It really
chicken in
does,
I'm like,
yeah.
wow, he's right. Talk about maple syrup dipping cups and stuff.
Yeah. Next level shit.
I like
right here.
taking this stuff and then altering it slightly and making it next level salty language.
That's right. Available at finer Tony Co. restaurants.
Yes, indeed.
Or in the freezer section of fine grocers everywhere.
Yes, of course. Except Detroit.
Well, I said fine grocers.
Oh, right.
And Detroit doesn't count as a city anymore.
I kind of want to try chicken and waffle fries.
Yeah.
And I don't mean like waffle cut French fries.
Oh. Yeah, this really does seem doable, though.
Yeah, just waffle batter and throw that shit in a deep fryer, son.
And then, like you said, straight on maple syrup.
Maple syrup dipping stick side thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I'm probably just going to be doing shots of the dipping sauce.
You'll have
because
that.
America.
You get some of that sweet, like, Canadian maple whiskey or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just 1, 2, 3, you peel them and shoot them.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That sounds awful. I kind of want to do it, though.
I kind of want to do one.
Just because?
Yeah.
Yeah.
After one, I think it's going to be like diabetes.
Yeah.
Rolling on the floor having seizures.
That's actually a perfect T-shirt. Like, I went down on Mrs. Butterworth and all I got was diabetes.
Oh.
But she tastes so good.
She's always so moist.
Oh, good googly moogly. Why would we say such things?
Because it's hilarious.
Oh, yeah, good point.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Everyone enjoyed it.
Everyone did.
If they didn't,
it.
they're lying.
They're shitheads and lying.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. Oh,
Damn it.
man. Damn it, what?
I'm just laughing. I'm still laughing at the Dr. Glowtooth and
I think
Electric
that's
Mayhem.
an awesome idea.
Yeah.
If not, the Muppets should at least do it.
Right.
I mean,
because it would.
EDM's all the rage.
It's true. That's what I hear
What's
the kids
Electric
like.
Mayhem doing now? Unless
Man.
they're trying to be the next Black Keys, they're doing
Oh
nothing.
no! Oh god, did you ever see the robot chicken behind the music on the Electric Mayhem?
Yeah, yes, I
did.
And it was awesome.
That was fantastic. That's what they're up to.
Yeah, you're right.
All sorts of horrible things.
Horrible, terrible, awful
hand
deeds.
jobs for bologna sandwiches and such.
Well, if it's a good bologna sandwich, maybe.
No such thing.
I don't know. I've seen a couple of food programs that
maybe
I talk about fried bologna sandwiches in New York or something.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. If you're there, you got to try it, right?
I don't know, man. I'm not a bologna person.
Me neither.
I might. Yeah, I'd probably try it because
it's like I was getting deli rage. I was getting lunch meat last week, I think it was, and I'm just at the counter because you're waiting for my turn, and I'm looking at everything. I already know what I'm getting, but I'm just scoping out everything.
Right. You're like, I'll take all the land Jagers.
Oh, yeah, tempting. But
all the bags of dicks.
They had something, and I love kielbasa.
Yeah,
it's delicious.
Right.
They had
bags of dicks. Right.
Bags of dicks. They had kielbasa loaf.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which,
how does that even work?
I don't know.
That's weird.
I don't know if they just make like a giant kielbasa.
Right, because like if it was like a brat loaf, you know, because brats just have the casing, so you know. But kielbasa, well, I guess it's the same. It's just more of a firm.
I kind of wanted to like
meat stuff,
like maybe get a sample of it.
Yeah.
But the whole time I was at the fucking deli counter, the dude next to me wouldn't shut the fuck up and was talking to me.
That'll happen. Yeah.
You know, that's why. You know, he's like, I love coming here. I always spend way too much money, and he's a huge dude.
Yeah.
Big old like deli meat gut.
Right.
You tell he enjoyed it. He got a lot of shit.
That's why you got to carry a knife with you, just right in the neck.
Oh, that's true. I could have.
Even if you don't kill him, if you hit him right, all he's going to do is gurgle for a while.
So all I really need is like a hammer handle or something.
Yeah, anything sharp at the moment.
Oh,
you know,
sharp my hammer handle.
Oh, I was thinking like the like nail remover side.
Oh,
of it.
I was even talking about like a hammer.
Just the handle. Oh, okay. You're just in line whittling it down, making like a spike out of it.
Carving it like he's a vampire.
Mm-hmm. Like, well, he kind of is,
just in case.
I mean,
somehow he's still living. So yeah. As much deli meat as he bought, and it was all like loaf stuff.
Of course,
you know. I'm like, that just can't be good for you.
It's because he goes home and bathes in it.
He must.
It's just
he gets it extra thick, so he uses like a fleshlight.
Right. Oh.
I love the way the old-fashioned loaf feels.
Wow.
Yeah, those are one old-fashioned loaf. What the fuck is what?
Now, old-fashions are delicious.
Yes.
Loafs are
questionable at most.
Questionable at best, yeah. Putting the two together seems like a terrible idea.
It really does.
I don't know, maybe not. Depending on what the loaf is, if you marinate it in an old-fashioned.
I feel like we just need to call this episode Loaf.
Oh.
Oh yeah, are you taking notes for episode titles?
No, I'm not. I normally do. I guess I can pull something up here.
I was like, because I don't have paper around me. I guess I can carve it in my forearm like a Slayer.
That'd be kind of
like
cool.
I'm a Slayer fan.
I like it. Oh, here, I'll pull up my legal tablet on my iPad.
Oh, fancy man! Is it yellow?
It is.
Oh, extra fancy. It is.
Yeah,
it's actually kind of cool.
It actually is. Yeah, it's not that really.
I kind of like it just because it's yellow.
Right. She said, "Hello, come sit next to me."
Nice.
All right.
So yeah, I know you went and saw Guardians of the Galaxy.
I did.
I mean, my week was basically, get kicked in the dick until Saturday, and then be awesome uncle until he gets stung by a bunch of hornets.
So hold on real quick. That means 2 weeks in a row of getting kicked in, getting your dick kicked in.
No, it's been brutal.
You should probably take a break from that.
I'm off next week.
Oh, okay. I was going to say,
or not this week, but the week after.
It seems like getting kicked in the dick that many times probably not good for you.
No one wants like kick calluses on their dick.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not. Yeah.
So yeah, my week basically was a shithole.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Yeah. And I love my niece and nephew, but they're a little overwhelming for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you are old.
I am old.
No.
Like I said, it was fine until the hornet attack, and then it was all downhill.
I think you're just exaggerating. Getting stung in the face and hand and whatnot. Whatever.
Thank God for my weird healing factor.
So you ballooned like you're Ryan Reynolds in Just Friends or whatever.
Awesome. That would have at least been a good story.
Right. Is that the right name for that?
I think so.
Just Friends? Best Friends? I can't remember.
I think it's Best Friends.
Best Friends. I know it has friends in the title. But...
Yeah. And not the shitty sitcom.
Ding.
Anywho, Guardians of the Galaxy. What'd you think?
I have not enjoyed a movie like that in a long time.
I dare say it could be Marvel's best movie.
I want to put it right at the top, or right near the top if I didn't. So, yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah. Like
I want to watch it again.
Yeah, me too. We laughed like crazy. And, I think something that helps is that a lot of people, when you go see Spider-Man, you have expectations for Spider-Man.
Right.
Because, first of all, there's already been Spider-Man movies, but second of all, there's years of Spider-Man that most people are fairly familiar with.
Right.
At least the gist of the character and such. Guardians of the Galaxy, most people have no idea who those characters are.
I had no clue walking in.
I vaguely did.
Except that I knew they existed.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, that's why I said I vaguely knew who they were.
Thanos. I knew more about Thanos and the Collector.
Yeah,
than I knew.
I was going to say I knew more about the Collector, Ronan, Thanos.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
That I knew about the actual Guardians of the Galaxy.
Right. So I think that helps because you don't necessarily have expectations for those characters.
Right.
So that when you come in, everything is they are the first.
I think you're right because you're not like sitting down like, Dude, if they fuck up Star-Lord, I'm out.
Exactly.
You know?
Oh, Wolverine doesn't do that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. I think you're right.
I think most people are going to kind of have that because it's the truth. Most people are going to have no idea who they are. Right. That's why I was kind of surprised this got made.
Yeah, it's a weird property.
Yeah.
Although
don't get me wrong, I'm very glad they made it.
And I kind of like the fact that they went out of the comfort zone of the well-known shit.
Yeah.
And I kind of hope they do it for more properties.
Well, it's kind of like Ant-Man that's going to be coming up.
Yeah.
When I heard Ant-Man was going to be made, I was like, really? Because that's
weird.
Another one that a lot of people are like, I've heard of Ant-Man, but whatever. He's not one of the main Avengers or something, as far as the popular characters.
I can't think of many Marvel out there properties that I want to see made into movies. Off the top of my head, like
right.
DC and stuff. Like I can think more about DC because they got Vertigo.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but
yeah, a lot of them. Yeah, most of the Marvel stuff. It's like I want X-Men. I want the Avengers. I want yeah. I get you.
Fantastic Four.
But maybe they'll get it right someday. Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what else could I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, there's others. Like Marvel's gonna do some of the next tier, like Doctor Strange, and so that's got potential that could be really cool.
Could be cool. Yeah.
And again, a lot of people are probably not going to be all that familiar with him.
Right.
I mean, you've got other characters like Iron Fist that could be interesting.
Luke Cage and
Heroes for Hire kind of
Heroes
movie.
For Hire movie would be awesome.
Right, and it could be Black Panther could be really good.
That would be like a mix if they do it right.
Are you saying it'd be a loaf?
It'd be a Marvel loaf of.
Well, it would be one way or the other.
Yeah, that's true. It'd be almost like you mix a kung fu movie with a blaxploitation movie if they do it right.
So it'd be like Dolomite.
It kind of would be, or like Black Dynamite.
Right.
Even.
Yeah.
That could be cool.
That's why I say I think there's real potential for that one.
Yeah.
It's got to be. They got to treat it real carefully.
They got to be careful
because that's exactly how I would like to have it. Is done like back in the 70s Heroes for Hire.
Yes.
Back when Luke Cage wore
the big fro and the headband.
Yep.
Yeah.
They won't do it that way. They'll probably go more with the current Luke Cage where he's bald and
he's got the chain. And,
yeah. But
I agree. If they did a throwback, because they want to do more modern ones, so they can throw them into Avengers if they want.
Right. Exactly.
Whatever random Marvel movie they're making.
But again, Iron Fist could be an interesting character. So they do have characters. It's just some of them you kind of got to understand what the niche is for those, and they did it perfectly with Guardians. I think.
Yeah, for sure.
They weren't we're going to make this into something. It's not we're going to be a little campy or not campy. We're going to have fun with it.
Right.
Because there's all sorts of. I mean, Chris Pratt's fantastic.
Yeah, he's great. And
as Star-Lord.
Dude, what a lottery ticket he got there.
Oh, no doubt.
Jesus.
Yeah. Went from being the goofy fat guy on Parks and Rec to starring in a $100. Yeah.
It's gotta be
and they announced the sequel before it even came out.
Yeah.
So it's gonna make multiple hundreds of millions of dollars
for sure.
So that's pretty
good
sweet.
on him.
Yep.
Because I loved him on Parks and Rec.
Yeah. I couldn't tell you anything else the guy's been in.
I know he's been, because listening to Hanging Outcast, he's been in the OC.
Oh, okay.
Which I had no idea. And he was in something else random I saw on Reddit, but I couldn't remember what it was, so probably doesn't matter.
That's why I said I couldn't prove it.
He hasn't been in much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoyed in Parks and Rec how they wrote a joke in about, how he lost his weight from drinking beer.
Yeah. Stop drinking beer.
Yeah. How much beer do you drink? That whole cast was really good. Bradley Cooper's fantastic as Rocket.
As Rocket,
right?
Yeah.
Vin Diesel might be his best role ever as Groot.
Well, it's a tie between Groot and the Iron Giant.
Oh, I forgot. You're right. Oh, that is a tough one. I am a huge Iron Giant fan.
Because that's what I told Logan. I'm like, does Groot sound familiar? Because when he was growing up, he loved the Iron Giant.
It's such a great movie.
He couldn't play. I'm like, Iron Giant.
Real quick, Iron Giant has the salty language double stamp of approval.
That's a hell of a movie.
For sure. Even now.
Superman.
Such a great film.
Yeah,
I need to own that. I should buy that.
You don't own that?
No.
You son of a bitch.
I know.
All right, we're pausing. We're going to go.
Yeah. You know where I could get it? On Amazon.com through the salty language portal at the upper right corner of the page.
That's a perfect segue. I've never seen one better. 10. I'm holding a.
Well, I was laughing through it, so let's go 9.
No, it's fine.
All right,
9.5. You didn't quite stick the landing.
That's fair. I did not.
So yeah, saltylanguage.com. Top of the page, there's a banner. Click it. Go buy Iron Giant. If you haven't seen it, you're a fucking asshole.
Or better yet, buy Iron Giant for me.
Buy 2 copies. And wait, no, buy 3 copies because I need one on Blu-ray.
Right, I would prefer it on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
I'll take it either, DVD or Blu-ray.
Well,
but
I already have one on DVD, so I want a Blu-ray.
Oh, okay.
now.
Well, then if you buy Tony the Blu-ray, I'll take
Blu-ray,
his.
you needing the money. Oh.
God, we're fucking idiots.
That's fun though.
Yeah, I was kidding about I'll be honest too. The first time I saw what was that, Pitch Black, I really dug that movie, and I was like, wow, this Vin Diesel guy's probably going to be an action star.
You know what's the best part about Pitch Black?
The end.
No, the video game that they made, the Riddick video game.
Never played
was
it.
Fucking amazing.
Yeah, because the Chronicles of Riddick movie can.
Yeah, I wasn't really a fan.
Whatever.
Pitch Black was alright.
Pitch Black it was different at the time, at least.
Yeah.
Looking back, it probably doesn't hold up, but at the time,
well, you know what? I'll give Fast and Furious because they're fun popcorn movies. And at first, they're trying to be like serious racers, and then as it got deeper into the series, they just became silly.
Well, they realized what they were.
Yeah.
And they were like, people just want these crazy car things.
Exactly.
Let's just give it to them.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. What are Vin Diesel? Triple X? Not so much.
Yeah.
That wasn't that great.
Wasn't he in... he was in some Disney movie as like a bodyguard.
Boiler Room. That's a good movie.
Boiler Room. Sounds familiar.
It's about the stock market. That's a good movie.
I haven't seen it. I know what movie you're talking about, though, yeah. Yeah, I know. Like I said, he was in some Disney movie as like a bodyguard.
Right.
I can't remember. It might have been
just bodyguarded kids or something.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah. And it's like, listen, if I want to watch a movie about somebody bodyguarding kids...
Say? Mr. Nanny.
You're wrong.
Oh, really?
You're wrong,
right.
but yeah.
Oh, wait. Man on Fire. Nice. Cut some fingers off, bitch.
Nice. Good pull. No, I was going to say First Kid with Sinbad. But...
All right. My bad.
Wow, there's more of these than I thought there was.
It's a genre.
Jeez. Yeah, it must
the
be.
The bodyguarding kids movie.
Ugh.
Normally they're silly, and then there's Man on Fire.
Right.
Where he's putting grenades in people's assholes and stuff.
Fair enough. That's a good pull. Okay, that one's probably at the top of the list. Yeah, Vin Diesel did a really good job for the lines he had.
I'm drinking this beer far too quickly.
You are getting through that pretty quick.
Yeah.
You were correct. Batista,
who knew?
He played that role really well, and you're right, because I thought he was just going to be like you said. I thought he was just going to be,
a meathead.
I'm a meathead. Oh, I'm a grunt, and has a couple lines where it's like I'm a badass, and then whatever. But he didn't. He actually had
killer lines.
He really does. Yeah.
I'm not going to give any of them away.
I will say,
spoilers.
I have one complaint about the movie. There was way too much of like jump attacks that looked really bad.
Fair enough.
Like, I hate when movies do like where they jump and you can tell that it's somebody on like a zip line or whatever you call it.
Saying.
It just doesn't look great. They haven't figured that out yet.
Right.
It looks like they're just being thrown forward rather than jumping, and I don't know. I'm just kind of the thought it's like, let's just get rid of these from movies until we get it to where it looks fantastic.
And
but if that's the only complaint I really have,
exactly. And how good did Groot and Rocket look?
Oh, fantastic!
I mean, for CGI,
yeah.
Because normally CGI characters, except with the exception of Gollum, look shitty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of them do.
But,
yeah.
Oh my god, that technology!
They did a really good job. Well, did you see in the credits how many digital artists worked on
at
that
the very
movie?
bottom of the credits? You see there was no tree animals,
yes.
or tree people hurt in the film.
No, it was no tree animal or no tree people or raccoons were hurt in the making of this film.
Raccoons,
yeah.
Right?
But he's. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it was a great movie. I know when it comes out, we're gonna own it.
Oh, definitely,
because it was good.
No chance I won't own that.
Yeah.
Such a great movie.
And even my kids are like, they want to get Guardians of the Galaxy comics,
right?
So,
and I'll tell you, the new line of Guardian Galaxy books that just recently have come out. It's a pretty good.
Is it a good?
Pretty
read?
good read.
Right.
Yeah. So
I'll have to track them down.
Yeah.
I know my kid because like Leah, I tuck her in the other night, and they have Kindles.
Right.
But they're Kindle Fires. It's like an iPad.
Right.
Right. So I go to walk by, and I see the light of it.
Yeah.
Because she told me she was going to read. And I'm like, doesn't look like you're reading in there, because I figured she's watching YouTube or playing a game, and then she just holds it up, and she's reading a comic book.
Nice.
I'm like, excellent. All right, never mind.
Love it.
Because I put a bunch of like Adventure Time comics on her things.
Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I love me some Adventure Time.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, double stamp then for
for sure.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I walked out of that movie, and me and Show went and saw it, and we were both just like, that was fucking great.
Yeah, it does, and it's a kind of a long movie. Doesn't feel like it, though.
No, it doesn't. There's a couple here and there scenes, but no. I was so...
Any movie that has the line pelvic sorcery.
Right? I'll tell you, the cussing in it... Whoa.
Oh, jeez.
The cussing in it really surprised me. And for anybody who hasn't seen it, if you're going to take kids to it, there is a little... like shit is said once or twice in it,
right?
And stuff. It's
Bitch,
a little
stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a little. There's more cussing than probably any other Marvel movie I can think of
so.
recently. So be aware of that. But whatever. But it's all pretty integral to the movie. Like, it doesn't feel like they just use the word to use it. It feels like
that's what he would say.
Yeah, and there's a couple times, like the one time he's like, "What the," and they stop.
Yeah,
So but it's. Definitely a good flick.
Worth watching.
Oh, for sure. Have you happened to see why? And I don't know. I'm looking it up as we're talking.
Right.
They changed the Infinity Stone in the movie because the one that they focus on is supposed to be red.
Oh.
They changed it to purple. Obviously, I'm not giving any spoilers away because it's
I don't know why they changed it.
I'm pulling it up
now.
I'm
I'm trying to remember what the color the Infinity Stone was at the end of Thor, the Dark World.
Oh, God.
That the Collector gets.
Oh, the Dark World? I haven't seen that yet.
Because I'm sure people have seen it by now. If not, sorry, I already spoiled it.
Spoilers!
But at the very end, like the post-credit scene, is the Collector getting an Infinity Gem.
Oh, okay. Real quick, how great did Thanos look?
Really good.
Right?
I was worried.
Josh Brolin kills that. Love it.
I was worried because they kind of had him in the shadows. I'm like, oh, don't fuck up Thanos. And then when he's finally revealed,
he looks pretty good. They changed him a little bit, but he looks really good.
All in all, they made him look like he probably might look in real if he was real.
Yep.
Which is all they needed to do. And it actually made me excited for when they start doing, the Infinity Gem shit.
Yeah. Here you go. So since Thor: The Dark World used red for the Aether Stone, it was unavailable for Guardians, so that's why they switched it to purple. Marvel's already said that the stones may not align with the books.
Comic.
Yeah. And for those not familiar, if you want to read more about that, pick up the Infinity Gauntlet story.
Amazon.com through Salty Language.
Which is a great read anyway.
I have the book, and I feel like I'm going to reread it now.
I don't have that. That's one. No.
Have you read it before, right?
It feels like I did, but if I did, it's been probably Collector's
if you
World.
want to borrow it, I'll loan it to you, because I want to reread it.
It's not like I won't burn through it in a night.
Yeah,
so
fair enough.
Yeah. But anyway, so there's the explanation for it. Right. James Gunn said that and stuff too.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But that's, and that, I had no problem with that. Like I told Show coming out of it, I was like, that Infinity Stone's supposed to be purple. I was like, but I really don't care.
Right.
Who cares what color it is? That makes no difference.
Exactly.
So
I mean, the layman isn't going to be like, well, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Right here in my book, on page.
Yeah.
There'll be those guys.
I just got Infinity Gauntlet from Barnes & Noble, and it says that this is right.
I looked up the Infinity Gems on fucking Wikipedia, man.
It's going to be one of those. It's going to be like see if I can do this one. I looked up the Infinity Gems, and this one's supposed to be red.
God damn it, he's right.
Why'd she make you purple?
Listen to Craig. He knows what he's talking about.
And my mom says that when something's right... All right, enough of that.
That's exactly what it's going to be like.
Yeah. I can't believe I actually had to, pause before I could
yourself.
do it. I did. I haven't done that.
I'm surprised you didn't turn around and then, face me with a different face
right,
on.
And then scene at the end of it.
Like, oh my God, he came back and there's tape on his glasses.
I know, right?
It's crazy.
Look, I'm Donatello. Oh, Jesus, I just stomped your dog.
Well, he shouldn't be laying under your feet.
True enough.
That'll teach you, little asshole.
Right, so at this point, that's two of the stones that are revealed then at this point.
Yes.
So we have red and purple at this point. So, yeah, what a great movie.
Right.
Yeah, I just don't think I can say enough good about it. And then, here in a couple weeks, I'm just soiling myself with anticipation because Sin City 2 comes out the 28th. Oh, I cannot wait for that.
I'm trying to decide if it's going to be another theater movie for me.
It is for me because I want to see it in 3D because they're shooting it in 3D. And the way that movie pops already, I want to go see that in 3D to see.
See, it's easy for me because Guardians of the Galaxy, I can take my kids to that.
Yeah.
Sin City.
You probably shouldn't.
Not so much.
Right.
Not so much.
Right. Yeah, I would say that's probably one you have to skip with the kids. I do appreciate. I was in Barnes and Noble the other day, and they've got on their various displays with graphic novels. They had one that's like all Sin City stuff, and I was like, yes. And the movie's not out yet. You know, the commercials are sort of playing because they keep getting commercials banned,
right?
Because of a little too much outline of a nipple or whatever.
Go fuck yourself.
Whatever. Yeah.
Meanwhile, you can tune on the TV at 8 o'clock and see someone get decapitated. Whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, God, not a nipple. Call the president.
He's like, that is a fine nipple.
I'm going to go masturbate now.
I cannot wait for Sin City to come out. That's my terrible Obama impression.
Yeah, mine was worse. Yours is way better.
I should just go back to my Clinton, which is equally as terrible. I just had more fun with it. Cause
fair enough.
It's Clinton.
Because blowjobs.
Yeah.
You'll have that.
Mm-hmm. Just like Willie, yo. Hey.
God damn it, I should have brought 2 beers.
Jackass. Right.
I know. You son of a bitch.
Right. So, out of curiosity, when you went and saw Guardians, did they have the promo for the Dumb and Dumber sequel?
Yes.
Did you laugh at it?
Some parts I did. Other parts I'm like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Because there were a couple parts I laughed really hard at, and it was similar. Okay.
Although,
because when they first started, and I saw Jim Carrey sitting there, and I'm like, oh man, because it's that moment to where it's like, this is the first glimpse I'm really getting of this. Going, here we go, because I love Dumb and Dumber.
I've heard things about the trailer, so I kind of knew some of the stuff.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I mean, I'll watch it. Yeah. Probably not in the theater.
Probably not a theater movie. Yeah.
Because I do thoroughly enjoy Dumb and Dumber. Well, you know what really mind melted me though was that movie's 20 years old.
Yeah.
I wanted to just open up my throat in the middle of the theater.
That's a tad extreme. You wouldn't have gotten to see Guardians then.
That's true.
At least wait till after the end scene.
Okay, fair enough.
There was a guy when we were at the theater. Everyone's sitting there waiting. While the credits are scrolling because everyone knows there's an end scene. You know. And there's this guy walking down, and he's like, the scene's not that good. You guys should just leave. And he just keeps going.
I thought the scene was great.
Yeah, me too, although
it didn't really tie into
real quick,
anything.
Spoilers for those who haven't seen it or heard anything about it.
Spoiler alert, warning, salty language, spoiler alert.
Yeah. Okay, are you going? If so, you shouldn't be hearing this.
If you're still hearing this, go fuck off.
Right. Anyway.
I told you go fuck off.
As soon as, because it was from The Collector, as soon as they showed Howard the Duck, I'm like, oh, that's great.
Yes.
I loved it. I'm not, itching for a Howard the Duck remake.
But it was
great.
Because normally it's something that ties into another movie and it's all serious.
Yeah, that's actually what I was kind of hoping for.
Relief thing.
I was kind of hoping for something that tied into, Avengers 2 is what I expected or something, and no.
It was the Collector
Howard
sitting
the
there
Duck.
and Howard the Duck shitting on him, basically.
Yeah. The best part was there was a girl in the row right in front of me that's like, who is that? And I heard someone behind me going, I don't know who that is.
Yeah,
and I'm like, oh, I'm so old.
Yeah. It's like, oh, jeez.
It's because that's from, the mid-ish 80s?
Yeah, and it was a comic book, too.
Yeah. Not a good one.
Not a good one.
Well, it's got its moments.
Well, you'll have that.
So does the movie, but that I don't know about that one. But anyway, I thought it was just, it fit Guardians, though, because it's so offbeat.
Right.
And just a goofy movie at times that I thought, and really and truly, the end scene of Guardians was the one that was before it.
Right.
With Groot.
Yeah.
And again, spoilers. I mean, they've put it up online now.
Right.
Marvel actually put it up online, which I thought was weird, but, of Groot dancing, which was great.
And I'm waiting.
And the look Batista gives him, when he's sharpening the knives, and he just looks over at him. It's great.
And I had to Google search it because Leah absolutely loved that.
Yeah.
I'm like, if they don't make Solar dancing Groots, they're fucking idiots.
Yeah.
It's in the works.
Of course.
So
seriously, they'd be so stupid because I don't know if you remember, there used to be it was like a sunflower or something.
They still have them.
Yeah, that used to dance, and I was like, how do they not just make one of those?
Yeah.
But Groot.
Because
Groot's...
I've got people I work with, they have them all over their office. And I
Oh,
sometimes
sure.
want to go in there with a hammer and just annihilate them. Because it's like, I don't want to see dancing flowers in this place of doom.
Right?
Fair
enough. So out of curiosity,
Yes.
who were your kids' favorite characters?
Leah really enjoyed Groot.
Right.
And I think Logan probably liked Rocket.
Okay. That's about what I think. That seems to be average.
And I think she liked Groot just because, honestly, the dancing part.
Oh, okay.
For more, it's honestly probably the biggest reason she really enjoyed Groot.
Right.
And I am Groot.
Right.
Because, I mean, that's pretty funny.
I
am Groot.
I am Groot. When did you learn to do that? I don't know, but I'm guessing the answer is I am Groot.
Exactly. Oh. Our secret layer door is opening.
You're not Alfred.
Hey, honey. Can you beer me? Because I'm burning through this MK. You get to have a cameo on the show.
So worth it.
So worth it. And we are wearing an apron.
Well, she's not barefoot, though.
That's true.
So you're not totally objectified.
Thanks, baby.
Tom's the guy from MySpace? Is that what he's doing now?
I hope not. Hopefully he's, maybe slid under like a gas tank or something. On a motorcycle.
Oh, that seems kind of harsh, but all right.
I never liked Tom.
All right.
I'm like, I'm not your friend,
Listen,
fuckface.
Listen, he's everybody's only friends at one point on Facebook. or, MySpace.
I really wish I could remember my MySpace password. Because I've tried like hell to log on.
Yeah.
And the email I set it up with is no longer existing.
Oh, right.
So I can't have them email me my shit,
Yeah. Why?
I really would. I just want to see what it looks like.
Oh, okay. I was like, why do you want to do this now?
Because it's been so long.
Well, you can look at your page.
Oh, I don't remember my
okay.
was. I haven't done that much.
All right. I'll see if I can figure out mine, because if so, I can just send you a link to your page.
Please, I would love to know. It'd be like going through a time portal. You know?
Yeah. What a great use of time traveling technology.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, let's go see how much I sucked 5 years ago or 10 years ago.
I would be so curious to see what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if I Google just my name and MySpace.
Maybe.
Let's see here. This is very...
That's a brilliant idea.
Yes, honey, I would love pizza. I'm not ordering...
I would too, dear. Now bring me a martini.
She'll make you a martini.
I know.
So
I'll just hand it to her, though.
You want a martini?
No, I don't. I appreciate it, though. Like I said, I would just hand it to you. So if you want a martini, you can make...
I'll make you a martini.
Poof.
Martini. She's the martini genie. Oh! Boo.
I'm glad I'm out of slapping range of you.
What the hell was that noise? Oh, it's because I pulled up MySpace.
Nice job, dummy.
Oh, we didn't hear... It was from my speaker.
Now, I need to alert everyone to something.
I just tried to walk through a time portal.
No one cares about you.
Yeah, you're right.
As of the recording of this, today, as we're doing this,
yes,
there is 1 month left until my birthday for shopping days. I'm just pointing that out.
Is it the 16th?
It is.
Look at that
I'm just letting anyone know that, that wants to give me, lavish me with gifts and such.
Like the Iron Giant.
Right, like the Iron Giant.
For sure.
And other assorted goodies.
Bought on Amazon.com.
Like Busty Broads. Yeah.
Can you buy those on Amazon.com?
I don't care if you can, sure.
All right. I'm sure
there's lots of DC pinup statues you can buy me on there.
All right, fair
I
enough.
have one already. I already have Black Canary.
It's true, you do. Hilarious. Oh, inside jokes. We'll get into that later.
But I'll take any of them.
Right. So besides Guardian of the Galaxy and Future Pizza coming,
right?
How was your week?
Well, and anticipating a month until my birthday.
That's true.
Let's not gloss over this.
That's true. We did go get beers on Monday, or was it Tuesday?
Did we? Yeah, we did.
Can't remember what day it was. Oh, yeah, it was Monday.
It was Monday.
We had some nice beverages.
We did.
That was good. We had
that crazy broad doing the disco dancing across the bar from us.
Yes, her dancing. She's like, I played that. I'm like, yeah, I know. I saw you.
Did you see the look the guy that was with her? You could tell she does this all the time. He just had that exhausted look on his face.
From my angle, all I saw was her and her friend. I didn't see the guys.
There was a guy standing there with her, and like I said, he just looked like she does this all the time, and he was exhausted by it.
Right?
Yeah. Which makes sense because she did follow it up with a bunch of Kid Rock.
That's true. That's when we were like deuces.
Yeah.
Although I probably,
sang a lot of it.
No, I was saying I easily probably could have had another one. Those beers are going down
really
they were. Too easy.
You are correct, sir.
As they tend to do.
Damn it. I don't remember what note I was going to write down. Oh, right, for the show name.
Oh, Loaf?
Yeah. There was something else I was going to write down, though, too. Or type down.
Dr. Glowtooth?
Ooh, yeah, actually. I should remember that.
I know. It's your EDM name. You should remember that, you son of a bitch.
Right? I need to change my Twitter name to that and stuff.
Right?
Put a picture up of Dr. Teeth.
I agree.
But with a glowing, it's because it's easy to put glowing edges on something in Photoshop.
You should
because
get on
it's just a
this.
filter.
Yeah, you should definitely get on that. I want to see Dr. Glowtooth and the Electric Mayhem's EDM album cover.
Damn it, that's too much work.
Nah, not really. Yeah, it probably is.
No, not ECM. Stupid predictive text.
What? Oh. Yeah, we're both using electronic devices now, so we're a little distracted.
Yeah, we can't do.
There you go, baby.
Derp derp.
Logging in so she can order up some pizza.
Mm-hmm. Some za, bro.
Some za. Make sure you get some pep on it, za. Maybe some chick, yo. Ugh.
Do you want me to order pizza? Or do you want me to divorce you?
Oh. I'll take some pizza.
I will say this: both are wins for you.
Oh yeah. Well, we're at the 40-minute mark.
Are we?
It's a little early, but I don't think we should break because not unless you want to get in our drink. Because I don't really want to slide commercials into this because I'm lazy.
Right. Yeah, I can't think of. I'm trying to think if I did anything else that's worth mentioning this week, but I probably didn't. I was in a Walmart yesterday. Here's something interesting about this. Well, I can tell that, if you don't follow me on Twitter, that, the old timer, the 70-year-old, guy listening to Public Enemy
that's awesome.
on his phone.
Please tell me it was a white guy.
It was not.
God damn it. That would have been awesome.
No, I told you. It was an older African-American gentleman. Like I said, he looked like the type that A, had old man strength,
right,
and B, calls guys like us or a little younger, young blood.
Right.
Which you can only hope for because you're in if you're called young blood.
What's up, young blood?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, he was definitely rocking. And I will say this. He wasn't like one of those guys where he's like rocking the Air Jordans and stuff, like trying to be 20 years younger or 30 years younger.
Right.
He was dressed nice. Like he had a good-looking shirt, button down and slacks and such on. So
there's nothing worse when we see an older gentleman dressed like a youthful gentleman.
Like he's like 80, but he's dressed like a 20-year-old.
He's got the jeans on with the big, like, embroidered crosses on the ass.
Right, which go great with the Velcro shoes.
As they certainly do. Because my fingers, they can't tie the laces.
Listen, don't knock it, man. These ones that I have are... No.
Dude, I'm not knocking them. I slip my shoes on. Like
yeah, I do too. Yeah.
I haven't had... in case I get brain damage from all this alcohol I've been consuming.
True enough. I haven't had any shoes with Velcro on them since,
last year.
No, high school though.
I
did have some in high school that I don't know if you remember. Like I had those ones they were Reebok. They had like
the laces, right?
Yeah, it went over the laces so that to keep them from coming untied.
Now,
but I will say once they were like I slipped those on all the time.
I currently have shoes that have Velcro on them.
Do you?
Which would completely offend former third Mike Tate of our show.
Okay, now why?
Because they're my toe shoes.
So they would also offend me
because they've got double Velcro straps, so you can cinch them in two different areas.
That's not
so I can wiggle my tootsies and keep them secure.
Wiggle my tootsies, he says.
That's what I say.
Yeah.
What you gonna do with them tootsies?
wiggle. That's not as good as when we were unloading the trucks, like when you were helping me move, and just you and I, for some ungodly reason, just broke into that. And T's just looking at us like, what is wrong with these white guys? Yeah.
Oh, jeez, I'm ashamed I'm friends with them.
Mm-hmm. Which is a pretty standard look he has.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. It's a catchy tune, what can I say?
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
What you gonna do? All right.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Yeah.
So what happens when I throw in the pop music thing randomly on my Pandora shuffle. Sometimes I hear popular music.
Oh, see,
I'm like, that's a little catchy.
The only reason I ever hear pop music is when I'm sitting in my room now. My sister's room is right next to me.
Right.
And she listens to, like, pop radio a lot of the time.
Kiss, 92.5 Kiss.
Yeah, it's something like that. I don't know. So, yeah. Like, the other day, she's sitting in there, and I hear Pharrell's Happy playing, and...
Did you attack her with a hammer?
Well, I wouldn't attack my sister.
That would be
I would just attack the radio.
Oh, well, I'll say...
Because she actually, like, it's off a radio.
But hold on. Picture it.
Radio.
This would be, if it's a movie, someone's getting attacked with a hammer while Happy's playing.
Radio. Huh?
Right?
Yeah, that would be...
I'm happy. It's just caving their head in with a hammer.
That sounds like a sequel to, like, American Psycho.
Kinda.
Yeah, all right. I don't really want to cave in my sister's head, though.
But Pharrell.
Fair enough. I don't really want to cave in his head either, because like when Nerd puts out albums, I'm all about them.
Yeah.
It's just on the album he has, it's just unfortunate that, Happy is one of the most earwormy songs ever.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Because once it's in your head, it's just
there. And it can go fuck itself, because I've heard it way too many times.
Exactly. Well, it's an earworm song, so you're going to, yeah.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm. This is why the one day she was playing that stuff, and I was like, I just can't take this. So I just like pulled up.
That's why you got to pull up a little heap read or something.
I pulled up my iTunes, and I was like, yep, Slipknot it is. And just started rocking Slipknot. And she came in, she's like, what are you listening to? And I'm like, Slipknot. And she's like, I like this. And I'm like, yeah.
Nice.
I was like, that's what I like to hear.
Actually, because it's been New Music Week on Sirius XM this week. So I listen to a lot of liquid metal.
Yeah.
And there's this band I got turned on to for that called Suicide Silence.
Okay.
Man, that's a heavy band.
Suicide Silence, huh?
You should look them up. If you feel like caving somebody in face in with a hammer.
Which I always do.
Check them out.
Usually my own, but...
It's definitely some good thrash.
Wow, I cannot spell silence. I just spelled it science.
Science.
Snarf.
If only Snarf offed himself.
Speaking of wanting to cave in someone's head with a hammer.
Oh my god, if anyone needed to sort of thunder to their face, it's Snarf.
That would have been great.
That's just what Lionel calls his dick.
I was going to say it's just the last episode of Thundercats, and he's just like,
goes on a killing
I've
spree.
had enough of this shit. Just flunk. He just takes, how the sword's small, and until he does all this shit. He just like puts it over him and just. Basically, it's the equivalent of Shazam versus Superman in Kingdom Come,
right?
But with the sword of.
I'm thinking he runs him through, and then he's like thunder, so it grows inside.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, all right. I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
That's why I said it's similar to the Shazam thing, which is fucking great.
Seeing in a book. I know. If you haven't read Kingdom Come, read it.
Mm-hmm. Shazam. Yeah, this week I've also powered through. I finally have powered through the rest of the DC movies that I've owned,
right?
That I haven't watched yet. So I've now seen just about every one of the DC animated movies.
Watch all the DC movies,
right? And some were not great. Some were really.
Usually, if they're animated, they usually hit a home run.
Yeah, there's just some of them that
maybe they're just
meh.
Maybe they're it's getting a little too spread out.
Well, it's just I think some of it has to do with the characters too, because I've never been the biggest Green Lantern fan.
Right.
And a couple of the Green Lantern ones just feel like they're Green Lantern origin stories again. It's like, one of them I watched, I forgot which one it is, but it's the one where basically Sinestro turns evil and blah, blah.
Yeah,
it's
things happen.
Every Green Lantern thing that's been done, Sinestro turns evil.
Now, if they did the...
now, until they do, like, the Sinestro core, then it's another story.
Well, what if they do the storyline, and I can't believe I'm drawing a blank on it, because I love the story.
The Emerald Parallax story? The one where Hal Jordan goes crazy and just nukes everybody?
Why don't they do that?
Yeah.
That'd be a good anime movie.
Right.
Because I want to see him crack Sinestro's neck.
Yeah. And kill all the Guardians.
All the Guardians.
Uh-huh. Spurlers.
Yeah, Spurlers.
That's another good story, a good book to read.
That's a hell of one. I mean, I'm not a huge Green Lantern fan either, but I own that trade because it's good.
It's a great one, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
I was kind of...
I kind of would like DC to go in the vein of, like, anime. Because, anime is usually blood, sex, gore.
Right, tentacles.
Plenty of tentacles.
Right.
And do some, like, Vertigo shit or, like, Sandman or something.
Well, Sandman's going to be, a TV show or whatever by, who's involved on that? I can't think of his name now. Shite.
Rowan Atkinson.
No, but it's another name.
Mr. Bean.
No, it was kind of like when they talked about Preacher and they were like, Seth Rogen's attached, and I'm like, because like, I don't know about this,
Tropic Preacher?
No.
Be sweet.
Yeah. But I forgot who it is. I can't think of who it is now that's attached to Sandman.
Well, you remember,
I want to say it's Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Well, do you remember? That'd be all right.
Yeah.
But do you remember?
But it's still, I'm like,
on HBO, the Spawn animated series?
Yes.
That was awesome.
It was. Spawn movie? Not so awesome.
Not so awesome.
Yeah.
But why they should do? I
think DC's getting there because like Constantine. Did you ever watch the pilot?
Yeah. Oh, I haven't watched the pilot. God damn it.
Good stuff.
Yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah, and that
talked about it in the podcast.
Right in the vein of the character and everything.
So episode 142. If not, download and listen to it anyway.
Right. But yeah. It's I don't know.
I don't know. There's so much.
Trust me, like when they first said the word Sandman and coming to either movie or TV, I just had to go change my everything.
Yeah, fair enough.
It was that much of a mess because I love Sandman.
Isn't Transmetro a DC property too?
Yes.
See, there's another property.
Well, especially with the way the world is right now. Holy shit.
Yeah, Transmetropolitan would be awesome, wouldn't it?
Well, Derek Robertson actually sent a thing. I think Palicki retweeted it the other day. Derek Robertson's the guy who did the pencils on the book.
Right.
That it shows like the police in like a militarized fashion, and that with what's going on in Ferguson, thank you. Yeah. He was like, "Wow, another thing we got right back in the day." Because there's a lot in Transmetro that has kind of come to fruition.
Reread that.
That's what I'm doing currently.
I know. I think I have them digital.
And you're correct. You need to. Cause,
I remember loving that book
because it's already given me one phrase that I absolutely love, just like Preacher did. Preacher has the what is it? The God, what is it? It's like "I'll love you till the world ends" or something like that. And Transmetro has a line that's like "You let me out of my own head" or something like that.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, there's something to be said for these kind of things.
See, if it wasn't for the big gnarly beard I got going on now,
right.
I would totally be Spider Jerusalem for Halloween.
You could go as well if you had hair on top of your head that was equally as gnarly. You could go as Spider from when he's on the mountain at the beginning of the book.
That's true. That's true.
Before the shower accident.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I'm not. I learned my lesson once. I'm not shaving the beard. I'm sorry, honey.
As the fist is being shaken at him. You son of a bitch!
I should have. See, if I was smart, I would have shaved around Halloween.
Yeah. And then gone to Spider Jerusalem.
Put the spider on my head, get the funky glasses.
Well, did you see the other day Oz posted on his cosplay of the day or week or whatever it was? He posted someone did a spider one.
Right.
And it was fantastic. The guy looks just like him.
Oh, really?
It was so good. I don't know that anyone could do a better one. It was so good.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Not that people can't try, but it's like if you're going to go with Spider, the only thing I require is that you need to have a bowel disruptor gun.
That's true.
that book is where I was like, man, if I had a superpower, it's what that gun does.
Yes.
I want that power to control consistency and everything.
Although I kind of figured out my superpower the other day. I want to make airbags spontaneously explode in people's cars.
Okay.
Because I'm sick of seeing people drive with their dogs in their lap.
All right.
That'll teach them a lesson.
They're just driving down the street and just
have their cocker spaniel get crushed against their sternum.
Wow, that's
fuck those people.
All right.
Sorry.
That seems a little harsh.
That's what I thought.
I'll allow it though. That seems like some deli rage carrying over.
Yeah, I saw someone driving with their stupid white dog on their lap, and I just wished their airbag would go off. I was like, that'd be a great power.
Right. The worst I ever saw was I saw somebody with, I don't know what kind of freaking little purse dog it was, but it was in a child seat. Ugh. And it was strapped into the child seat, and I was like, I hope a semi just destroys that car.
Like, oh god, please let a steel hauler T-bone this car.
Just right through the thing. I was like, oh my god.
Praise baby Jesus.
Where's
the chemical hauler when I need one?
The guy that my sister's with, I forgot who it was, he was telling me, this woman has her, she bought a life jacket for her dog. Because her dog has little legs or something, and she's terrified the dog won't be able to swim or something.
Well, if it's got little legs, that means it wasn't properly, evolutionized.
Right.
Or
well,
whatever.
Derek said that he would like to just wing the dog into the water.
Yes.
Just to find out.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was like, this is how I know I like this guy.
If any luck, they'll go in the water and a life jacket makes it float upside down.
Yeah.
So it's a little feeder kicking in the air for about a minute.
That would be pretty funny to see, actually. Why isn't this on America's Funniest Videos?
Little dumb, useless legs flailing about. Oh, goddamn people and their stupid dogs.
I know.
I like dogs. I'd like to have my dog to have some sort of function.
Yeah.
And not be just something I could, put on my charm bracelet.
Wait, you have a charm bracelet?
Who doesn't?
I kind of want to see your charm bracelet now.
Duh. Where do you think I keep my cigar punch?
Oh, yeah, good call. That and
bottle
opener, yeah.
Exactly.
All right. Utility, or a Swiss Army knife on there.
Little vial Valtrex.
Oh, my. I don't... Well, no one's surprised by that statement. we built you up to be quite a lecherous Lothario on this show.
Yeah. Got to play the character, right?
Yeah, character. Hey.
Oh, yeah. Who doesn't? That's our next product. We're pushing through Salty Line.
Valtrex?
Yes. No. Male charm bracelet.
Oh. I like this. Male charm bracelets.
I don't know what they would signify. Because everyone's like, oh, it's my grandkids and stuff like that, you know?
It's the same stuff.
Yeah, I don't know what it would be.
Oh, man.
Like, oh, this one's for this chick I banged.
This is for my frat.
This is for my fucking team.
My bros.
My bros.
Ugh. It's just like a bottle cap.
It's for the first Heineken I ever drank.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. It'd be awful, actually, now I think about it.
Exactly. That's kind of the point. I think the male equivalent is the shell necklace, basically.
The hookah shells
yeah.
or whatever.
It's like you put those on and it's just like, stop it.
Go like, eh.
Except you can't add to them and be cute.
Maybe if the male charm bracelet exploded like the Running Man necklaces.
I like this idea.
There you go.
All right, well, that's how we'll make them.
Perfect.
We'll make them like shell necklaces so douchebags will buy them and wear them, and we'll make them smell like fill-in-the-blank trendy store.
Right.
Which is horrible.
Axe the store.
Fuck. All right, so I went to the grocery store yesterday or the day before.
Uh-huh.
The cashier had clearly just put on something that I'm assuming she got from Bath & Body Works. And you know how much I love Bath & Body Works, the store.
Right.
In saying so, that I can't even go near the store because getting near the store, I immediately want to fall over and die from the attack on my sinuses. Not that it smells bad, it's just...
overwhelming.
Horrible, yeah. The overwhelming of it. This smell from, I don't even know what it was, but again, it didn't smell bad. It was just, like, it doesn't dissipate. And all the way home, all I could smell was that. And, I mean,
you shouldn't have motorboated her.
Listen, if I see nice titties and I want to motorboat somebody, that is my business.
All right, fair enough.
I didn't know she'd just put lotion there.
Send in the troops.
I mean, it did help with the beard and everything. You don't want her to get burned,
That's
you know,
true.
because who wants to look at, you know, rug burned titties?
That's why we earl up the beard to keep it
I
soft.
didn't earl up before I went, though,
geez.
so she had to provide the lubricant.
Oh, well, perfect. All right.
Yeah, that area doesn't moisten itself as
Do
easily.
they sell boob Earl?
They do now, thanks to Tony Co.
But
we've created like 6 products on this episode. I've written none of them down.
But it can't be called Boob Earl. It's got to be called the Earl of Boob.
Well, of course.
And then it's some royalty as the
on the tin. Yeah, because remember,
it's come in a tin.
Right? Because I said that like our Earl line is going to be the Earl of Beard or what have you. So
it's definitely got to come in a tin like Dapper Dan from Oh Brother Where Art Thou.
It's a good idea. I like this though.
For sure.
Yeah. You know, for your motorboating pleasures.
Yes, exactly.
Right. Makes sense.
It's actually tasty.
Sure. Why not?
Why not?
Well, either for you while you're in there or for her while she's licking it out of your beard. Because who can resist?
It's true.
I mean...
Nice face, honey.
Yeah.
I think it works.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it was... so bad though. Like I opened the back of the car when we get home.
What did it smell like? Was it like peach cucumber?
No, it was like
something
lavender and whatever.
Right.
It was something that in my head is purple, so it's probably lavender and something.
It smelled like purple.
Yeah, it smelled like purple. Not purple drank though, or I would have been all over it.
For sure.
And also that would have been racist because she was. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, but. Man, like I said, I opened the back of the car and I just got this wave of that stuff, and I just almost just fell to the ground.
What was she doing? Like rubbing your produce or whatever in her titties?
Yeah, produce.
Or she was bagging it or something?
Yeah, bagging it.
Yeah, bagging it.
Anyway. No, she put it on her hands right before we...
Oh, okay, all right, fair enough.
It was just so strong. And then it was on like every bag.
All the things.
Basically. Yeah, including mine. Yeah. It was...
A little much.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're saying we shouldn't do the Bath and Body Challenge?
No.
Just bringing a bunch of lotions?
No. That would be a terrible idea. No. I can't even, like I said, I can't even go near that store. There's various stores in the mall now that I can't go near because the smell is so strong out of them.
What the fuck was that?
That was my phone.
Holy hell. Earthquake!
Where's Typhoon?
Dead, probably.
Or Tugboat, whatever.
Both of them, I assume, are dead.
I don't remember.
I'm finding out.
I looked this up not too long ago, and I can't remember.
I'm just gonna put
Last time I saw Earthquake, he looked like he'd lost some weight.
Yeah, it's because he's decaying.
Oh, man. Or, God, what did he go by before? It had some shark. It had shark in the title. Oh, my goodness.
Had shark? It was like Megalodon or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. Just type in, like, WWE Earthquake. Because Wiki will come up for him.
Earthquake and Typhoon. Dead?
Right. The natural disasters.
Sir John Tenta.
Yep.
That was Earthquake.
That was Earthquake. Yep.
Let's see here.
That guy, actually, he had, like, sumo training and other stuff. Like, he was actually a pretty good athlete for a man that's, like, 8,000 pounds.
He was known as Avalanche and the Shark.
The Shark. There you go.
And Golga.
Yeah.
He died of bladder cancer.
Right, which is not what you would think.
Not really. You'd think it'd be like,
massive coronary.
French fries.
Or French fries. Correct. French fries. He died of French fries. Was he in a bathtub? He was like Scrooge McDuck into him.
Yes, exactly. Took one to the face.
Yeah.
Fred Ottman, also known as Tugboat or Typhoon. Oh my God. He was Shockmaster.
Oh, you didn't know that?
No.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite failed gimmicks ever.
Oh, so bad.
And he's still alive.
Yeah, if you don't know what we're talking about, first of all, we're talking about WWE wrestling from the 90s.
Yes.
Early 90s
Yeah.
ish. If you happen to have the WWE network, look up on their countdown list the like failed gimmicks or worst gimmicks because Shockmaster's number one. I'm not even going to pretend it isn't.
I'm putting the Shockmaster video on our website
because it's
great. So horrible. It's great.
I felt so bad for the guy.
Who needs? I mean, he had a glitter stormtrooper helmet on.
He did. He absolutely did. Like, you're not exaggerating at all. It was so bad. Like, everything about that character was bad. Plus, when he went to come through the wall, he fell down.
Yeah, he fell down, and announcers were making fun of him.
Well, because, like, Ric Flair was there, and I think Sting and stuff, because they were about to have a Survivor Series match type of thing or something. It was so bad.
Wow, he actually came back as Shockmaster.
Is he dead?
He's alive. He's 58.
That's shocking.
Yeah. Shockmaster.
That's not why I did that.
Dude, he's got a great list of names.
Okay.
He was Big Bubba.
It's a good name. He looks like a Big Bubba,
he does.
actually, yeah.
Then he was Bubba the Belt Collector.
That's weird.
Maybe he was a champion, collecting them belts.
Okay, that's not what I was thinking.
And then he was U.S. Steel. I don't know.
Okay.
Then he was Tugboat Tyler.
Okay.
Then he was Tugboat Thomas.
Okay, I'm not going to lie. Tugboat Tyler sounds kind of gay.
It does. What about Tugboat Thomas?
That sounds like something that would be on Thomas and Friends.
And then he's like, this is kind of gay. I'm just going to be Tugboat.
Right.
And then
which still sounds like a code word.
And then Earthquake's like, bitch, become Typhoon. He's like, all right, I become Typhoon.
Right.
And then he failed as a Shockmaster, but came back as Super Shockmaster.
Because you do remember that when he was Tugboat, he was a good guy.
Yeah.
And he was kind of with Hogan.
He had that gay little hat on.
He did.
Oh,
and the
boy,
red and white striped shirt,
geez.
white pants.
Oh, boy, catching loads.
And then he came back as Typhoon and was a bad guy and then became part of the natural disasters with Earthquake.
I just can't believe he came
And
back.
I can't remember their manager. I want to say it was Reverend Slick, but I don't remember.
Right.
I hope it was. Because Slick is the shit.
This is awesome. There's a whole thing. There's a whole 4 or 5 paragraphs about the Shockmaster incident.
Oh, it's so terrible.
And then there's...
It's just better summed up with the video.
Yeah,
because you just watch the video and you're like, oh.
But then there's Super Shockmaster. This is post Shockmaster.
So what, do you wear a cape?
I don't know. Right. WCW attempted to salvage the incident by introducing a new character called the Super Shockmaster, which he shocks with authority.
Could be worse. I mean, it could be... I forgot the guy's name.
Yes.
Who showed up with...
It's like 5 in the pink and 82 in the stink.
Well,
Super
you've seen his hands. I mean,
true.
just
meaty. I mean,
even 2 and 1 is pretty awful with him.
You get big meaty knuckles when you eat a lot of food.
That's what she said.
Also portrayed by Ottman, he was presented by the Shockmaster's nephew and referred to the Shockmaster as Uncle Fred.
That's creepy.
I don't think they probably succeeded in salvaging that.
You don't think so?
No.
Yeah.
I'm going to Google Super Shockmaster. I want to see what he looks like.
Well, you need to put some sort of picture on there. Do I need to put Shockmaster in my notes?
If you want, I got it in my notes. So.
Okay.
I just got to see. I got to see if there's what Super Shockmaster looked like.
Your mom.
You're right. She's right here. Oh my God! Someone took a Lego figure with a Stormtrooper head and made Shockmaster.
Oh,
made
that's
a Shockmaster
fantastic!
Lego.
Damn it! I need one of those.
Wow.
Or just make one myself.
Or make one yourself.
Yeah. See, I'm artistically inclined, but I'm not like inclined to actually do anything.
How dare you?
Yeah.
God damn it! I want to play as not mine.
No
Logan's.
Mercy now.
Yes, I want to make the Shockmaster. That's all I want.
That'd be
to do.
easy enough to do, especially if I still had the cartridge from mine where we had like. Do you remember Lunchbox?
Yes.
Yeah. If we still had that character.
Yeah, just put a helmet on him.
Pretty much. Well, you'd have to change the pink
What the fuck
Mr.
were
Ash
you doing
shorts
talking
off.
about Shockmaster?
I don't even know.
All right.
We said something about Earthquake because my phone buzzed.
Oh, and then we segued into and then we off-roaded like we do best.
It's like, look, Ram Track, right off the rails.
Oh, nice. Well, do you want to segue into some things, Brian? Because we're now officially over the hour mark.
We can.
All right.
The first, like the
Unless
only
you got more random shit.
No, well, kind of, sort of this, but like the first thing I wanted to mention was the whole, death of Robin Williams.
Pretty crazy.
Because of, now we're at the point that it wasn't just it's an apparent suicide.
Right.
He suffered from depression for years, which again we had just talked about a week or two ago.
Right.
And now it came out that it looks like he had Parkinson's also.
Yeah, like the early onset.
Early set, yeah. So, and I was talking with somebody the other day, or a couple days ago, and they said something about, being desperate and committing suicide, and I was like, you don't understand how somebody with depression, that's not an act of desperation in their head. And right. I was like, here's proof. I was like, if I told you were going to live for 40 more years, but every day you woke up and you were hopeless, felt like you were alone, and things weren't going to get better, would you want to live another 40 years?
Right.
I think most people would be like, no, that sounds horrible. That's kind of what it can be like. So, at that point, it's like, it's an end. It isn't an act of desperation as much as
it's an out.
Yeah, it's an out. Yeah. Or whatever. So, not that I'm condoning it.
Well, right.
I've had plenty of thoughts, but I'm not, I'm still here. So, clearly I'm either a chicken or I can't, no. I'm not desperate enough.
Chicken and waffle fries?
But no, it was just, it's always sad when someone like this, but you see it a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of the people who have, who make people laugh and happy end up being.
Well, it's always like, I think Jimmy Norton had an article in Time, actually, about this.
Yeah.
About how the, funny people always have this dark side to them.
Yep.
Which makes sense because it's compensation, really.
Right. Yeah. Well, I read.
We must be depressed as hell because we're fucking hilarious.
Well, I am. So what? No. Well, I had Chris Jackson. Do you remember who I'm talking about? Friend of Diggy's. He sent me a thing the other day that was from Cracked.com.
Right.
And when I first saw it, and he sent me a second tweet to mention that I should still read it because it was about depression and stuff. And at first I was like, oh, geez, because Cracked is generally a humor site and whatever. But it's one of the head guys from Cracked actually wrote.
Was it a legit article?
It
on
was
Cracked?
100%, and he basically talks about how he's been around comedic writers and stuff like most of his time.
You got a link for that?
I
right?
will, sure.
Okay.
I have actually 4 or 5 links I'm going to put in our links section about stuff that are all really good. Like if you don't know signs of depression, if you don't, there's a cartoon that someone forwarded to me that kind of sums things up pretty interestingly. It's one of those that it's the silver lining of the whole Robin Williams death is that people are talking a little more about depression.
Right.
And trying to get rid of the stigma of it being a weakness.
Right.
It's like because you're depressed doesn't mean that you're weak. It's a chemical imbalance.
Like even our friend of the show, Rose, a.k.a. Road, asked me yesterday when I saw her, she's like, is Brian okay? I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, well, the whole Robin Williams thing. He's been tweeting on it. I'm like, I think he's using more as like a vehicle.
I am, yeah. And I'm not trying to exploit anything necessarily, but it's like I've seen so much really good information that it's like
just like a spotlight.
Let's get all of this out to people because I'll be perfectly honest. Like I posted on Twitter a couple days ago that I had a conversation with my mom about how much over the years how depressed I've been. And how many times I have thought of suicide.
Right.
And it blew her mind. Now, my mom has been somebody that I've lived with most of my life. I've been around a whole lot. And she had no clue.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's so easy for people to not know. Because generally one of the things of depression is that you put on the fake smile for certain people. And, So she asked me, what can I do? How can I help you? Those kind of things. And those are really tough answers because sometimes there's just nothing, really.
Yeah.
And
you should mention stop offering lots of produce to your friends.
Yes.
All right.
I will not do that because it just makes me laugh. And it's one of the few things that I do get happiness from.
It brings me pleasure.
Why are you trying to rob me of one of my few things that make me happy? Yeah, it's like I said, it's really tough. It was a very difficult conversation to have.
I imagine.
Because she feels like she failed as a mother because she didn't see it.
And all that, right.
And at any point, had I taken my life, she would have probably blamed herself for it. And
Right.
she shouldn't. It's not her fault. I had a good upbringing. I keep telling people that. It's like my parents encouraged me. They did everything they could for me. It has nothing to do with them. It's most of my shit comes from other people just being horrible to me at times over the years.
Fair enough.
Along with, there's obviously, again, there's some sort of a, imbalance. But I was saying this article from Cracked, the guy talks about all these comedic people. It's basically about why funny people kill themselves. And in it, he's got probably 5 or 6 other links to comedians that have written about either antidepressant use or their thoughts and various stuff. It's a really good and well-written column. Yeah. That's why I said I'm hoping that 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now, this stuff all isn't dissipated. But I know it's going to.
Yeah, like everything else, eventually goes away.
Right, because it's the hot thing right now.
Yeah, something else will pop up. And
But, the one message out there is that, if a person's feeling those things, they're not alone. It took me years to realize that. And that's the first thing my doctor told me when I told her that I thought I was suffering from depression.
Right.
Is the first thing she said to me is, well, the first thing you need to know is you're not alone. A lot of people suffer from this. There is help.
Right.
There's free help out there. There's all sorts of, things. So, same with the suicide. There's a suicide prevention line. And NBC News actually did a great thing the day after Robin Williams was found dead. That they did a nice tribute to him at the beginning, of his career and all that kind of stuff. And then about 10 minutes later, they did about, I forgot how long it was, but a large piece about depression, how it goes to where people aren't talking about it that much.
Right.
And then they were like, if you need help, here's a phone number. There's more links on our website.
As they should.
And I was like, that's been what's coming out on Twitter. I've seen it on Facebook. A lot of people are really coming out and doing that. So I think that about sums up what I had to say.
Well,
unless you got some more.
I got something related to this.
Okay.
Actually, I got 2 things related to it.
Okay.
But since we're talking about depression right now, did you hear about what Gene Simmons said?
No.
You did? Gene Simmons said that depressed people should just kill themselves. And then, there's a shitload of backlash.
Yeah, go figure.
Yeah. To the point that Triple M from Australia, which I'm not 100%, I just tried to Google it. I'm not 100% sure what it is. But they must be the radio station. They pulled all Kiss music from the radios in Australia.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here. What do you say? I'm looking for his quotes. Asked whether he still keeps in touch with original Kiss members who left the band over the years. Simmons launched a shocking tirade. Says, "No, I don't get along with anybody who's a drug addict and has a dark cloud over their head and sees themselves as a victim. Drug addicts and alcoholics are always, quote unquote, the world's a harsh place. My mother was in a concentration camp in Nazi Germany. I don't want to hear fuck about it. The world is a harsh place. She gets up every day, smells the roses, and loves life. And for a putz 20-year-old kid to say, I'm depressed, I live in Seattle, fuck you, then kill yourself," Simmons says.
Wow.
Didn't end there. I always called them on their bluff. I'm the guy who says jump when there's a guy on top of a building who says, that's it, I can't take it anymore, I'm going to jump. Are you kidding? Why are you announcing it? Shut the fuck up, have some dignity, and jump. You've got the crowd, he says.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's Gene Simmons being Gene Simmons.
Yeah.
But there's some awful backlash, which, is going to hit him where it hurts, right in his wallet.
Here's the things I don't understand.
Yes.
Gene Simmons is usually really good about not making statements that can affect his wallet in a negative light. 2, why would you even, if you're any sort of a celebrity, why would you bother saying that? Because that's a fight you cannot win.
Right.
because everyone's going to go, wow, what an asshole.
Whoa, what the? Well, he's always been an asshole.
Well, no, I understand. Yeah. But again, this can affect him, like you said, this can affect his wallet.
Well, it says here at the bottom that, it says that in the wake of Robin Williams' suicide, that the bassist has softened his views because he put out a tweet saying, R.I.P. Robin Williams, a kind and generous man.
Uh-huh.
And then he retweeted a following link that's a hotline. It's a suicide hotline.
Right. And he did that because his publicist called him.
Probably.
I mean, in fairness.
Yeah.
That's why. That's what Hollywood is. Say whatever the fuck you want, and if you're wrong, you make the apology thing, or you go to rehab or whatever, and then you're fine. Yeah. Because that's a real shit move.
It's a very.
I'll be honest with you. There was one night a few weeks ago where I forgot what it was. I posted something about how, I was kind of having an issue with like a depression spiral, and someone on Twitter actually said, "Have you thought about killing yourself?"
Right.
And I've never wanted to reach through the internet and beat the shit out of somebody who's bad. It's like, I'm telling you I have depression. Do you think? Like, yes, I've thought about killing myself. I've probably thought about killing myself more than he's thought about.
What was the context? Was it hey, have you ever? Or was it like, hey, fuck you, man?
It was more like, hey, fuck you, man.
Okay.
So I immediately blocked him, and
Yeah, fair enough.
I didn't even waste time with the response. I just blocked him.
Right.
Because it was like, fuck you, I don't need this shit.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, look, I add enough negativity to myself. I don't need extra,
Right.
Especially that kind of negativity.
Yeah,
Jesus
exactly.
Christ.
Now, also, my second thing related to this
Yeah.
was when I was talking to Rose yesterday when I saw her.
Mm-hmm.
She brought up for our show.
Real quick, first of all, Rose,
Yes.
I am fine.
Oh, there you go.
There.
She brought up that in the Robin Williams thing to ask us,
Yes.
and I guess our listening audience, if they want to participate in some fashion, what our favorite Robin Williams thing was.
Like favorite movie or anything he's done?
Whether it be a comedic bit, because he was an awesome stand-up.
Yeah. My first real memory of Robin Williams was the, what was it? God, I can't think of the stand-up special. It's a really famous one of his. But I've listened to it I don't know how many times. And I can't think of what it is now. Anyway, it's an old one. It's from like the 80s or whatever. Yeah. But I've listened to that I don't know how many times, and I've loved it just about every time I've ever listened to it. As far as like a favorite, anything else he's done, boy, that's tough. Because he's been in various. You know what? I'll be honest. No, this isn't that tough. What am I saying? Hands down, my favorite Robin Williams movie, anything, whatever, is Dead Poets Society.
Right.
Because he's fantastic. And did you see Jimmy Fallon's? Jimmy Fallon did a tribute where he got up on his desk and did the "Oh
that's
Captain,
pretty
My
cool.
Captain." Yeah,
I've not seen that. That's pretty cool though.
But that's probably my favorite thing he's done, been in, and he's been a lot better in a lot of stuff than. I don't know if a lot of people gave him the kind of like dramatic credit that he deserved, but he was really good in a lot of dramas.
1 Hour Photo. What a creep.
Jacob the Liar, he was fantastic in.
Oh, I forgot about that one. That's
World According to Garp, he was good in.
Yep.
And that's an old movie.
Even Good Will Hunting.
Well, he got an Academy Award for that, even though I think that might have been a little more career.
Fucking Hook. Hook was amazing.
True. That's why I said he was good in a lot of stuff he did. World's Greatest Dad.
World's Greatest Dad.
He was good. That's why I said Good Morning Vietnam. He's tremendous in.
That's my movie.
Yeah.
It's my movie because my dad and I used to watch it all the time.
Such a good movie. Yeah.
Yep. Good Morning Vietnam. Yep. I'm down for that.
Honestly,
I need to watch it again.
If he hadn't been the genie in Aladdin, that movie would have been meh.
Yeah.
Like he made that movie. So many people loved just that of the movie. Trying to think what else he was. I know he's been in a shit ton of movies. Look past.
Was a good movie.
I know.
You laughed.
People,
I'm not laughing because it was bad.
Mrs. Doubtfire, Jumanji. He was in.
Dude, one of the T-shirts of the week recently was the "Hello."
Yeah,
him in the cream fit before he died.
Yep.
I was like, damn, that's a great shirt. In fact, at work, I did that to someone. Was like, "Hello."
Yep.
They're like, oh, you sound like Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yep.
It's like, that's
why I said he's been in a ton of movies that grossed. Was it they said the other day? His movies have grossed like $5 billion or something like that.
I believe it.
He's been in some huge movies.
Yeah.
And he's been the star in most of them.
Yeah.
That was my phone hitting the floor.
It's fine, I'm sure.
Life proof.
Is it my floor proof?
Nope. That's all right. I can upgrade now. I can upgrade for free.
And I also had and I don't remember the name of it, a stand-up special of his that I loved.
Yeah.
And I was probably once again my dad's because I found a cassette.
It's probably the same one.
I found a cassette tape, and I'd always listen to it.
Because it's not the live on Broadway, but it's like, yeah, it's not live on Broadway because that's his newest one, I believe.
Here's the test. There's a line in it where he talks about watching pornography, and it was basically like watching industrial film footage covered in fur. Is that the same special?
I believe so.
Okay. That line sticks out for some reason.
Well, while we're talking, I mean, he also did a ton of the, what were those called? Live Aid.
Oh, yeah.
Stand up to raise tons of
Billy
money.
Crystal and Whoopi and all that.
They raised tons of money for people. This is a guy who, whether you found him funny, you loved his drama, he's
going to be missed.
Yeah. Well, I saw so many comedians on Twitter posting. Like, did you see what Norm Macdonald posted?
No.
Oh, my God. Norm Macdonald went through and recapped his whole, like the first time he met Robin Williams, he was on, I can't remember if it was Letterman or The Tonight Show. And basically, Robin Williams was already a big deal at the time. Because, again, we haven't mentioned, like, Mork and Mindy.
Right.
Which he's very well known for. Or, like, he was on the Richard Pryor show.
Right.
For a little while because Richard Pryor was like, this kid's got it, he was talking, like, he went through and recapped, like, the whole night. And then at one point, he makes a comment about how Robin Williams, like, helped dress him and stuff and get him ready. And then he makes a comment about how when Robin Williams left, he's like, I've never felt so alone, just waiting for his moment. Because he had to go on after Robin Williams.
Right.
And he's like, I've never felt so alone. And then his next tweet was, until now, R.I.P. Robin Williams.
Oh.
And I was like, and again, a lot of people are whatever on Norm Macdonald, but, he's far more brilliant than I think a lot of people have ever given the guy credit for.
Right.
He's incredibly gifted with what he does. Yeah, he's incredibly smart. Exactly. Good call, Jeannie. And a lot of people overlook how cerebral he is about comedy and stuff.
Right.
So... see if I can find the name of that special because I know, like,
I did some searching
because the one you were talking about, I first listened to it on a cassette.
Yeah, like
also.
a tropical shirt on the cover. Okay, it's the same one.
Yep.
Yeah, I tried to find it real quick on Amazon and I couldn't find it.
Oh, okay.
Because I was just looking at cover art and shit.
Yeah, there it is, Live at the Met. That's the one. At least that's the one because that's from '86. I know 100%.
Sounds about right.
I know that's the one I was talking about. I'm
going to Google it because I'm going to...
I have not had the opportunity to listen to his newest one, but I've heard it's brilliant. The Live on Broadway.
Live at the Met.
That was from like 2013, I think. And I've heard that it was fantastic, but I haven't.
Looks like Live at the Met's on YouTube, actually. That's it. I remember the artwork.
Okay.
That's
Is it? Okay,
yep.
Good. We should put a link to it up if it's on YouTube then.
Yeah,
because it's not on Netflix. Because I was looking to see if the other night.
Well,
there's only a couple.
I would assume there's a part 2.
Yeah. There's only a couple of his movies that are on Netflix at the moment.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be missed, though.
Oh, yeah, because The Birdcage is on Netflix, which
right.
I wasn't a huge fan of that movie. Because I always thought that kind of just... Oh, he was in Popeye.
Of course.
How could we forget that? Yeah. And again, he's been in a ton of movies.
Fucking Popeye.
Yeah. I want to say he was in Kenneth Branagh's Hamlet also. But he's only in a bit part in it, yeah.
He's been in a ton.
Because there's a ton of celebrities in that one, because it's like an 18-hour movie. And
right.
Is it only 3? It feels like it was like 18 hours. Kenneth Branagh just did a bunch of Shakespeare that all felt like they were forever long.
Forever, ever?
Yeah, forever, ever. So, yeah.
Jumanji.
So there we go. We got an opportunity to talk about
What year is it?
Well, I think they were taping Night at the Museum 3.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he wasn't.
Yeah,
wasn't he?
So I don't know what they'll do about that. They'll probably have to reshoot a bunch of it, depending on where they are in the filming, I guess.
I know he had a bunch of movies in the can. He had Night at the Museum, Secret Tomb, absolutely anything. He's Dennis the Dog.
Okay.
The Angriest Man in Brooklyn.
Wow. A lot of these are movies I have no idea.
Well, they're all for next year or this year.
Oh, okay.
Merry friggin' Christmas.
Yeah.
Dude, that's for his
He
year.
was definitely... Well, plus he just recently had a TV show on, was it CBS, I think?
The Crazy Ones.
You know?
He was in Louie? I didn't know he was in Louie.
Was he?
Yeah.
I don't remember him being in Louie. Was it this year?
Yeah, he was in Wilfred. It's Dr. Eddie.
Oh, yeah, he was. Yeah, that's right. I remember that.
Let's see here.
That's like a one-off kind of a thing, or a couple episodes, yeah.
I'm just looking at his IMDb.
How could it not be, though? It's like if you're looking for something, I mean, he's such a diverse guy that you can throw into stuff.
Oh, yeah, Insomnia. That was awesome.
Yep. Especially if you need a hairy guy.
Yeah. He was a free
I don't think anyone...
Oh, Patch Adams?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What Dreams May Come?
Yeah. And I dug What Dreams May Come. I thought it was an interesting movie. I know a lot of people hated it.
I watched Flubber a few months ago with the kids. They loved it.
Huh? Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Flubber's whatever. It was a good kids movie.
Yeah.
I was not a big fan, but whatever.
Toy. Yeah, he's got.
He was the toy. That's right. I forgot about that.
No, the toy.
Or Toys. Toys. Sorry. The toy was Richard Pryor. Yeah. He was in Toys. There was some other movie where he was like a kid. Was it Jack? I think the name of it. Okay.
Yep, he was in Jack. Let's see here.
I'm just trying to pull movies out of my head because I've seen so many of his movies.
He's in a movie called Human Being.
He is? I don't remember that one.
It follows him through time.
Wow, so many movies.
Again, a long... Oh, yeah, Bicentennial Man. Good call.
Oh, yeah.
He was in so many movies, and so many diverse movies. A lot of them are so different.
Yeah.
And by different, I just mean like... I don't know. He wasn't one of those guys that you... Like Will Ferrell. You see Will Ferrell, you go, oh, it's a comedy.
Right.
Will Ferrell really hasn't done much else.
I can't think of anything Will Ferrell's been in has been like a drama.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. At some point, he probably will.
I'm sure he will, and I'm sure he'll knock it out of the park.
Right, like Jim Carrey. Eventually, he's going to put out The Majestic.
It seems like comedic actors can just nail dramas for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Comedy is harder.
Yeah, I know.
It is.
Yeah, making people laugh is way harder.
Again, like I said, you take Jim Carrey. There's Majestic, Eternal. Was it Sunshine of the Spotless Mind? Yeah.
What's the movie Jim Carrey where he was on like reality TV?
Truman Show.
Truman Show. That's a great movie.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. A lot of those guys they always end up that way. Some of them do better than others. And I thought Robin Williams was every bit as good in a lot of the dramatic roles as he was anything else.
Yeah, definitely.
So I was shocked when I saw that it looks like he hung himself, and just saddened by it because it's
horrible. But
somebody just somebody that you have a huge respect for. But
yeah, exactly.
What can you do? I mean,
what can you do?
We've all got our demons.
Yep.
Unfortunately, his were
a little too much.
Yep.
Yeah, it's too bad because he's awesome. I've always loved Robin Williams.
Right.
Yeah.
And again, we'll put up links on
all the links.
We'll put up a ton. I have seriously like 4 or 5 links alone that are just depression based ones, and there's more out there. It's just like I said, just knowing the signs. You never know, the one day that you mention something to somebody, you never know. Might be the day they were going to kill themselves.
There you go.
You just never know. You might save somebody's life just by.
They could
How are you?
They could send us a tweet at salty_language if they're feeling depressed.
I'll tell you what, absolutely. Or me at Stunami. Whatever. I don't even care if I've never talked to you before. If you rather than kill yourself,
send one to me. I may respond eventually.
I'm up like all day, so
you go.
Yeah. But yeah, and I've had various conversations with people on Twitter, like the blog that I wrote that I was talking about last week and stuff.
Right.
I've had so many people already send me a thing that it's like, wow, I didn't understand that. I'm sending that to somebody that I know.
That's
that
cool.
kind of stuff. And that's why I did it. It isn't that I'm trying to whine or whatever. It's just, it took me a long, long time to get to where I asked for help.
Right.
And I'm hoping that other people don't wait 30 years.
Help's one of the hardest things to do.
Right.
Especially like me.
Yeah.
I fucking
hate it. Me too. And yet, and I've been on...
Like, how much that way? I'll move myself.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Right? Well, I've been on...
I'm an idiot.
Well, we've been doing the show, 3 years?
Yes.
Okay. So, and I had just started my medicine before we started the show.
Right.
So I'm about to turn 36.
Uh-huh.
So I was 33, roughly, 32, 33 at the time. I waited from the point that I remember my depression really showing itself probably when I was 12, 13.
Right.
I waited until I was 32 to ask for help.
Yeah, there you go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you're listening and whatever, it's like, don't let it go 20 years because once you do, once it's got a real good hold of you,
nobody's gonna call you a pussy.
Well, I will, but
okay, we will.
Yeah, but it's out of love.
It's out of love.
It's out of love.
Tough love.
Sure.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's move on to anything else.
All right. I got 2 words for you, Brian. War Machine.
Suck it? Oh, War Machine. You're talking the MMA guy, not the Marvel Comics.
Good googly moogly.
You're not talking about...
I'm not talking about whatever his name is.
Rhodes is his last name. I can't think of his first name. Anyway,
I'm
from
not
Iron
talking
Man
about Marvel Comics. Iron Man.
Marvel Comics.
I'm talking about War Machine, former UFC fighter. I'm looking for his name.
I think his legal name is actually War Machine now. I think he changed it.
Did he change his name to War Machine?
I don't know. We'll find out. Because I'm sure the story tells you. Good call. I was going to pull this story and I forgot.
I've heard interviews with the guy, and this dude's a maniac.
Oh, he's crazy.
And good God, is he a maniac.
Yeah.
If you haven't heard, War Machine was formerly dating Christy Mack, a porn star. And apparently something went awry. I'm not sure exactly what happened. But he basically almost beat her to death using his MMA skills, which is not cool.
Right, correct. You are correct. There's only one excusable time you can hit a woman, and that's when she's your sister. I'm kidding. There's never an acceptable time.
It's debatable. It depends on what's going on. If she's coming at you with a hatchet, or like if there's a woman coming at my kid with a baseball bat, bitch is going down.
Well, there's a difference. I told someone a long time ago. I was like, I'll never hit a woman, but I will slap a bitch. So it's kind of...
Well, it's like...
Chris Rock, I think, said something real similar.
Comedian Robert Kelly says, you don't hit him, you goon hand him. So you grab him real tight around your arm, give him the goon hand.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the... was it the Chris Rock bit where it's like...
Oh, I'll shake the shit out of her.
I'll shake the shit out. I won't
hit her, but I'll shake the... What's wrong with you, bitch?
Yeah. But I understand. Yeah.
But, oof. All right, let me give the rundown here. A porn star, Christy Mack, says War Machine broke up with her in May, but for some reason showed up at her house at 2 a.m. Friday. She walked in, didn't say a word. She says he walked in, didn't say a word, but then unleashed a beating on her friend. War Machine threw the friend out of the house and says she allegedly made her strip and shower in front of him, and then he began beating her, resulting in 18 broken bones.
That seems kind of weird. Like, generally, if I get a broad to, strip and shower in front of me, I'm not going to beat the shit out of her.
It must be like, I bet you the friend he beat the fuck out of was like her new boyfriend.
Probably.
And he's like, to get the stank of him off.
What a fucking goon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He broke...
Allegedly.
18 broken bones around her eyes. A broken nose.
Whoa. 18 bones around her eye?
Yeah. Her eyes. He broke her orbitals up.
Right. Wow. So he broke her orbitals that bad that there was 8... Holy shit. Because that's all one bone. Yeah. That's why... that's skull.
A broken nose, missing teeth.
Fuck.
Like, I hear he knocked out most of her teeth.
Jesus Christ.
A fractured rib and ruptured her liver.
Well, it makes sense. Because, again, if he's using his MMA skills, that's, He
also sawed off most of her hair with a dull knife.
Wow.
Yeah.
Basically making her so ugly that nobody would want her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He threatened to rape her, but he couldn't perform.
Wow.
She ran out of the house naked, begging neighbors for help, which weird one of them did.
Good.
And then he ran off. There was a $10,000 reward, which they got him.
Well, first of all, let's hold on.
All right.
Dog the Bounty Hunter said he was going to go catch War Machine, and I was like, I hope he does, because I just want to see a TV show.
I love Dog the Bounty Hunter, but War Machine would fuck him up.
Oh, for sure.
Unless he bear maces him. Even then, he might
still fuck him up, yeah.
Because War Machine's a bad motherfucker.
He's a bad dude, yeah. And I'm not trying to be complimentary to a guy that's obviously a goon.
No, dude,
but
he's a high-level MMA guy.
Right. And he's obviously a piece of shit as well.
Yeah,
because
I know I've heard some interviews with him. I know he's had a really shitty upbringing.
Right.
Still no excuse.
Yeah. And again, coming off of the stories we were just talking about,
you never see Christy Mack. She was a hot piece of ass.
Well, I'm sure after doctors get a hold of her, she probably will be again. But it's still, that doesn't excuse anything.
No,
it's just horrible, But yeah, that's, God.
It's awful.
Like, to do that to anybody, whether it's man or woman.
Yeah.
Aside from, like, if they're in the cage, whatever. You know what I mean? That's part of the game. But anywhere in real life, you should never fuck up another person.
If you have that kind of firepower in your bare hands, you got. And honestly, with most martial artists, they know that, and they won't
exactly.
They won't. They know they could fuck people up,
exactly.
and they don't go to that.
That's part of the training. Generally,
it's part of the training.
Like the average person when they go for karate or whatever, it's more of a discipline.
Yeah,
and that's the key word is
discipline.
Discipline.
Right.
It's not we're teaching you this so you can fuck people up.
It's not Cobra Kai.
Yeah. It's like we're teaching you this and you can do this, but it's more of a meditation kind of a thing, or it's you're doing it to just get in shape. You're not, or to defend yourself in the event of an attack. Like if you go take jiu-jitsu, it's like, they're teaching you this so you can defend yourself.
And I'm sure a lot of it's got to do with like like when you're in martial arts, you get to have that combat that your fucking chimp brain needs.
Right.
Your dumb chimp brain wants to go fuck shit up.
Your upper primate.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And you get to have some contained combat.
Right. It's just like football and stuff. It's contained violence.
Yeah, exactly.
It's in between the sidelines, whatever is necessary. Once you get off the field, you need to curb it. Because you can't go fucking just open field tackling people on a normal basis.
As funny as it would be.
Right. Right.
But so
Patrick Willis just crushing people in the grocery store like he's Terry Tate.
But so clearly this guy's disturbed in the brain.
Yes,
a little bit.
Right,
a lot of it.
Right, which you never know because this could get into a whole other conversation about like PTSD and the stuff with like concussions.
Yeah,
and leading
I honestly
to
don't know if he's had concussions. I'm sure he's had some.
I'm sure he's had,
but I don't know about.
I can't imagine.
Career,
right, I can't imagine you're an MMA person and never had a concussion.
If I remember it from the interviews I heard of him, that he just came up dirt ass poor, like his dad would beat the fuck. It's one of those guys,
right, and that tends to that's a whole.
It's a whole thing.
Doesn't excuse anything,
not
but
at all.
Yeah,
yeah,
it does tend to manifest.
If I were to guess, he probably started doing martial arts and MMA because he didn't want to get beat on anymore.
Well, Rogan talks about that's part of the reason he started into kickboxing and stuff was because his dad used to fuck him up.
Right.
And he did that so he could defend himself.
Yeah.
And then Rogan took that and became like world-class level kickboxer.
High-level taekwondo.
Yeah, and then, now he's gone into comedy, obviously, and commentating and stuff. And he still does the stuff, but not competitively, I believe. I think he
still rolls like jiu-jitsu, but I don't think he does
he
doesn't do striking anymore.
Right.
I know that.
Yeah, I don't think he enters anything like competitive. But I know he's won,
Oh, he was a world champion.
Yeah. Which is something.
Or if not world, at least like.
Which is why, like I said, the first time. I saw him on UFC and stuff, and I'm like, what the hell? Does he know? I love Joe Rogan, but what the hell is he doing on
here?
You
find out his fighting background.
And I'm like, this guy knows what the fuck he's talking about.
You ever seen a video when he's showing GSP how to do roundhouse or rear?
No.
You've never seen that?
No.
Dude, he's showing GSP how to do reverse like wheel kicks or something, and you watch him hit the bag. It's insane.
That's crazy because you wouldn't think GSP would need someone to teach him anything.
Because apparently he's got like his churning kick or whatever is like ridiculous.
Oh, really?
To the point that he's like
you're talking Rogan.
Yeah.
Not that I'd be surprised if it was GSP because
I won't put it on the website because it's not. I'll show you though when we're done.
Okay,
because it's interesting.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so War Machine was on a run, $10,000 bounty on his head.
Right, and they caught him.
They did get him. They got him outside of L.A. He's been captured in a hotel outside of Los Angeles. He was caught by U.S. Marshals. We're told he did not put up a fight.
Now, are we talking like... I can't think of his name now. Shit. Fuck. From the movie U.S. Marshals.
Oh.
Tommy Lee Jones. There we go.
Yes, he was there in his cowboy hat.
Yeah.
The fugitive MMA fighter was sitting in a hotel room with pizza and a small amount of cash. They got him, is basically what it is.
And luckily it wasn't like some big crazy...
Oh, here's the Dog Bounty Hunter's been mentioned. They did go to his home in San Diego.
Yeah.
Because he has pet snakes. Because I used to follow War Machine on Instagram.
I know.
And he kept putting pictures of him and his snakes. I'm like, I don't care. So I unfollowed him.
Right. Yeah, he was a bad dude, in MMA. I'm only framing it in MMA.
Yeah,
clearly he's a bad dude overall, but I'm talking like in fighting style, like that you would not want to step in a cage with him.
But they
who knew you wouldn't want to step in a living room with him?
No shit.
Or
have him step
or a
in
shower.
Your living room.
Yeah.
But they went to his home to get his 2 exotic snakes, and Dog the Bounty Hunter was there.
Of course he was.
Christy Mack and his friends and family said they're relieved he's been caught.
Well, yeah, I would think so.
I would love to hear what the fuck went happen. Was he like on something that night? That's pretty extreme. Especially if they broke up and then he just shows up at the house and beats the hell out of somebody.
But you're right, though. But if it's one of those things where like maybe he caught her with somebody or she just moved on and he, you never know.
I'd love to know.
Odds are he needs a psych evaluation.
I'm sure
that's the first thing, and I'm sure they'll do that. But I hope they'll do that. Let me rephrase.
He didn't put up a fight, honestly.
Yeah. That's what I was afraid of.
I'm sure it's like they bust the door in or whatever.
Probably like, guns all over.
I'm sure he's like, you got me.
Yeah.
Because after you. I don't know how long him and Christy Mack were together, but I could never see doing that to anybody.
No. And that's good.
And then in hindsight, after it's done, you'd probably be like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. Well, it's like I've had conversations with people where they're like, I can't understand why somebody would molest a little kid or punch this. And it's like, you shouldn't.
Exactly.
That is not normal.
That is the appropriate response.
Yeah. If you understand, go get help because you're fucked up in the head. You shouldn't understand these things.
Oh, Uncle Mingle.
Yeah. Right? It's like, you're not supposed to understand why somebody would beat the shit out of
rupture her liver.
Yeah, I mean, just punching her in the face.
I mean, and she's a little. I mean, she's like a little 5 foot, 100-pound girl.
Right. Well, that's the thing. I mean, one good shot in the liver. I mean, you've seen on MMA how many times we're watching UFC and dude will just throw that liver kick or something and hit that guy, and it'll, he'll fall to the ground.
I mean, on the one article, and it's just fucking.
Remember the video we watched of the dude getting kicked in the nuts?
Yeah.
And they were talking about how much force a normal MMA kick provides.
Yeah. I mean, of course, because it's TMZ. They've got hospital pictures of Christy Mack, and she looks horrible.
Which is horrible, though.
But there's one shot of her like thigh and like side butt.
Yeah,
and it's
I bet.
It looks like he was giving her leg kicks.
He probably did. Because I was thinking about that.
Bruised the fuck.
Because I was like, he probably didn't punch her. He probably kicked her.
Oh yeah.
Because it's for lack of a better term, instinctual.
Yeah.
Because you don't normally hit in the liver when you punch. You're normally aiming for.
You can't give him a liver shot for punch. Though.
Yeah, generally though,
I've seen boxing matches where the guys get dropped with a liver shot.
Generally, you're throwing a kick though, especially to do that kind of damage. But again, he's probably much bigger than her.
Oh, he's huge
and stronger than her.
Yeah,
for sure.
I mean, he's not like a heavyweight. The fuck? But he's a big guy. Oh, it's upstairs. Here's yours. Oh. Sorry, pizza's coming.
Yeah, pizza.
But And those guys are so trained with leg kicks or shin bones. It's like getting hit with a baseball bat.
It is. I mean,
I've seen some of those legs. They're brutal.
That's the thing is, as a guy, I can't imagine. I mean, we've seen just Jimmy Norton on O&A plenty of times.
Okay.
Where they're just throwing dude in like a choke.
Right.
And they're not trying to hurt him. But they're putting a choke on him.
Yeah.
And you've seen how quick he taps to that
he
because
taps
he's
like
like,
that.
wow, that hurts.
Yeah,
And you've seen a couple of times where they punched him but not full strength.
Right.
And he's like, oh my God, that's horrible.
Yes.
So it's. And the thing is, like, what I hate to see is some people will take this and go, well, that's why MMA is bad and blah, blah. It's like, slow down. Same with, like, NFL guys. Like, there's been a few.
Most guys in MMA, you hear stories about, like, people trying to fuck them in bars. And they're like, they always do the old, like, like, what do you don't know what you're stepping into, bro.
Right.
Basically.
Which is the reason why I said I wouldn't get into a fight with a random person anymore.
No, you never know.
Because you never know who's going to just drop you in a triangle or something.
Exactly.
Or worse.
Look at their ears. They're cauliflower ears. Leave them alone.
Right? Next thing you know, you're getting a fucking, like, a omoplata or something.
Exactly. Oh, God. Something you're tasting your own blood.
Yeah, right? Or your arm's like, your right arm is touching your left ear from the back,
Exactly. It's horrible.
They're just snapping your arm. So, yeah, that's, yeah.
When I heard about it, I was like, are you kidding me? Because when I heard, I think he was on Rogan's podcast is where I heard the interview, and I'm like, he sounds like a nutbag.
Yeah, and some of those guys, there's a few of them that are that way. Like, what was his name? The dude who was found naked in the church.
I don't remember. I know
you know what I'm talking about. I can't think of the guy's name, but there's a few of them that are that way that are just like off the fucking.
But I mean, if you're gonna get into fighting as a profession,
yeah. Oh yeah,
it takes a special.
Well, do you know
human.
what it comes down to? Is a guy like that is one of those guys that how it's always like, don't get into a fight with someone who has nothing to lose.
Right.
He's that guy.
He's that guy.
And unfortunately, he doesn't know how to contain it, or he felt like he lost everything. Again, I'm in no way justifying or anything.
Yeah, we don't know what happened.
But it could be that he felt he lost everything and his instinct is to strike back.
Which is not
good.
An
excuse at all.
No,
yeah.
Maybe talk it out.
Right. Because again,
rupture livers.
I do not
teeth.
in any way condone.
What do you mean, Brian? Yeah, I hear you.
No,
it's pretty wild.
Right. All right. So what else you got?
That was it, really. I had Gene because I knew we were going to talk about Rob Williams.
Yeah.
And I had War Machine stuff because we had to talk about.
Oh yeah, that was
because it was unreal to me, and we like MMA. So
yeah, I know. That's why I said I was going to pull that one, and I forgot to. I'm glad you did. Because I saw he was caught, yesterday or the day before, and I was like, oh, we should talk about it now that he's caught.
Right.
When I heard he was just on the loose, I was like, maybe we'll see
I
how
still wanted to talk about it.
Yeah, I did too. I was kind of hoping,
crazy.
like, if he got caught, that it would kind of bow tie it, so that.
But hey, he did. They got him.
Yep. Not that I'm surprised, because I didn't really think. I figured it was going to be tough for him to really run anywhere, because where are you going to go?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? It's
Mexico. I'm on a Mexican. Whoa. Radio.
Second reference to that in the show. What time are we looking at here?
We are at an hour and 45 minutes.
Oh, so we're perfect.
We are perfect.
All right.
Dude, of course we're perfect. We're fucking professionals.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
I just spit the gum and slapped it.
Perfect.
For those old school wrestling fans.
Right. That was an interesting look, honey.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I got nothing else. You got anything else, Brian?
No, because all I had written down or in the notes was, the stuff about Robin Williams and various depression
things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why? I don't know. You want to just wrap it up and get to the pizza eating and the drinking?
I don't think the pizza's here.
What?
Oh. We had friends show up instead.
Oh, that's fine.
I would rather have pizza. No, I'm kidding. Love you, Don.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I think you're right, though. I think
this is good.
Yeah, I think so, too.
All right.
We've talked about some things.
We have.
Again, for those who don't know, on saltylanguage.com, episode 47, right, was the one where we talked about my depression.
God damn, that was 47?
47. That's how long ago it's been, my friend.
Good googly moogly.
2 years ago. Yep.
You may hear voices in the background.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah.
So check that out if you want to hear about Tony and I talking about depression. We had some pretty good discoveries in that episode, which is different because, whatever. And you can also... I put up a blog. There's it's on the website currently, or we post links that's about depression.
Yep.
We're going to put more links up on the website and various other places. While you're on the website, check out saltylanguage.com.
Of course.
Check out podgodsnetwork.com, the network we belong to.
Right.
Or are part of, I should say. We don't belong to anybody.
That's right. God damn it.
We own them.
Wait, maybe.
We don't, because then we'd have to pay bills and stuff and forget that noise.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck
Screw that.
You're on your own.
Yeah. We're also on CWEradio.com, part of their random replay, or you can catch our pals Little Punch Drunk
live every Monday at 9, I believe?
I believe it's 9. If not, you can find them on the Twitters and
the
such.
Twitter machines.
Tony will post a bunch of links, pictures, videos.
Shockmaster video. You have to watch the Shockmaster
You really
video.
do. We're going to have some goodness up there this week.
If you want to feel better about yourself, watch the Shockmaster
right?
video. If you're feeling down,
and
you went through all of our depression links,
downtown,
watch the Shockmaster video. Because it's fucking-tastic.
It's pretty awful. Like I said, if you have WWE Network, pull up the Countdown show and watch the failed gimmicks or worst gimmicks. It's something like that. But that one, because there's some great other ones in there too. But Shockmaster's definitely part of it.
Oh, God,
and there's some random commentary from other WWE superstars and stuff that's pretty good.
Yes.
Let's see. Again, click on the Amazon link at the upper right-hand corner. Help us out a little bit. Buy me Iron Giant.
And me on Blu-ray.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Both of us on Blu-ray.
Both of us.
All the Iron Giants.
Send us 2 copies of Iron Giant on Blu-ray.
We want to have an Amazon package show up, and we're going to open it, and we're going to totally wobbly H-rate over it.
True enough. High fives and everything. What else is there? There's a donate button if you want to just hand us cash, because we're also okay with that.
Yes. Pay the bills.
Yeah, right. Help us out a little bit,
A little bit.
Just a little bit. We'll be posting a link to our pal Eric Palicki, who is trying to get a trade paperback version of his comic.
The Red Angel one? That one?
I can't remember. Sorry, Eric. Anyways, we'll have a link up on the website for it. It's something. It's I'm sorry, man. I totally lost it. Yeah, I totally lost it. I had it, and I totally forgot it. Anyway, we'll have a link up to that.
I'm telling you, we need to get him on the show.
Right. So try to help our pal out and get his
Very
bookie
special salty language interview.
Right. Get our pal Eric. He's the book's already done. It's been published or whatever, but he's trying to get actual trade paperbacks made of it so that people can buy them and such. And I'm sure I haven't looked at the rewards yet because I haven't had the money to donate, but I will.
Sexy rewards.
Yeah, I will at some point, Eric.
I think one of them you might show up at your house and pole dance.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Sounds Eric.
It sounds like Eric. It's probably the $1 one. That sounds like him, right?
It does.
Yeah.
He's good at it.
Yeah. I will say that. I mean,
you might be able to do the dragon flag or whatever they call
it. It's true. And if you play Magic the Gathering, he does know how to play. So, if you donate enough, he'll probably sit down and play a game with you.
There you go.
He's vegan, though, so you got to be careful. Or vegetarian. I'm not sure where he's at on that, but...
Vegetarian.
Yeah. Anyway, but help him out. We'll retweet the links, and we'll put all that up there. So aside from that, all our social media whatnots on the website. You can catch the show on the Twitters at salty_language, because some asshole is using salty language still.
Son of a bitch.
After 3 years of inactivity.
Fuck that guy. I hope his heart's inactive.
Well, I keep waiting. Twitter keeps saying that they periodically get rid of old names, but it's like, dude, he has not tweeted anything in almost 3 years.
Well, because he's a shitface.
Yeah.
And we hate him.
And I don't know how we can do much else because we're not a business.
Quote, unquote.
If we were
yeah, we are. We're in the business of funny.
Yeah! All right. You can find me at Stunami, and again, like Tony said, you know, if you need help, you're in a bad way, whatever, feel free to contact me. You know, send me a message. We'll talk however you need to talk.
Don't forget about Brian. The Salty Language Suicide Hotline, 415-857-2589. Nice. Or leave us a voicemail.
Right.
Either way.
Right.
Because no one will actually answer that phone.
That's probably true. It rings on my computer if I'm on.
Does it?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Right.
I'm going to call you.
I could answer it, but I generally won't because I'll be like, I don't know who this is.
Like, oh, God, stranger danger.
But again, like I said, feel free to send me a message on the Twitter at Stunami if you want to, and I am, if you need help.
I am at Monotony. Feel free to send me whatever you want. Preferably titties.
100 Days of Titties, whatever we called that.
Yeah, exactly. Hashtag 100 Days of Titties.
Woo!
Wow, sounds like the party's starting up out there.
Does sound like it.
Googly,
well,
googly.
I'm looking at my bottle.
I know,
going,
dude. I'm
pretty
2
empty.
beers in and I'm out of empty again.
We're both sitting on empty here, so
It's time to wrap this shit up.
I believe you are correct, sir.
So I'm going to go have a beer and be fine.
I think you're going to have more than a beer.
Then I'm going to go fuck myself.
So I'm going to stay salty. And always remember.
Go fuck yourself.
I am Groot.
Oh. Nice.
All right, we'll see you next week.